Why, hello there, everyone. I'm back on my computer.
I know it. I still have my old computer downstairs. I'll have to send you a picture. I still have the old blocky, like 20-pound computer.
Oh, 20 pounds? That's lightweight. Oh my god.
Hello. Well,
Welcome back.
PNG Reactive might refresh one day.
Well, it's still good.
Yeah, well, worst case scenario, we have this.
Welcome back in
PNG
HD.
Reactive glowing here. Well, this is the fourth episode of Nameless vTuber podcast here with Biggie and Nix, and my computer crashed. Ignore that. No, it's fine.
It's my fault. It's me. It was me. I couldn't handle it.
No, I think it was the foot question.
Oh,
we
it
asked,
was the foot question, actually.
We talked about feet.
But yeah, Mimic, going back on that, when you posted your feet pic to Twitter, how did that kind of play out?
There were a few cases that I posted my feet picture. The first one was, here's my computer, and I showed my computer, but also my foot was like in front of the camera.
Oh my god.
So and some people were like, oh, beautiful computer, oh, what a rig, oh, we got a rig and a feet pic, oh my god.
Oh man, did you just not see it? Or...
oh wait, I gotta log in back to the guest star as well. Sorry, error, my computer crashed. Next, I think you need to invite
I'll let you back
again.
in. Yeah. It says waiting for guests to connect, so I'll re-invite you in.
Yeah. Maybe it's... oh, I found it. Never mind, found it. Continue. Join backstage. Okay. So, second time I posted a feed pic, it was more as I actually sent it to Hibiki. And I told her, post my feet, say it's yours. And, and she did it, and I think Arrow immediately guessed that it was my foot.
Really?
I mean, if you've seen it before, you know.
Then everybody guessed he's seen it before. Look at him laughing. And recently I posted my feet again, and I said rank my foot, and someone ranked it, and then someone said your foot is dirty. And I was really insulted because my foot is very clean. Apparently the filter I used made it look a bit dirty. So
oh man,
I posted it again with a mustache on the big toe. It was very cute, very clean.
What the heck?
Every time I post my feet, though, I lose some followers on Twitter.
I would imagine, but I feel like you would probably also get followers, no?
I don't know, maybe. Either way, it's not followers that you want.
No.
Yeah.
I post my feet as a joke, like as a meme, right?
I was very surprised that first time to see it. I'm just like, oh, we're doing this. Okay. I saw it, I was like, oh.
How do we start talking about my feet? Oh yeah, when someone is too creepy.
Being too creepy, and then asking for feet pics in chat.
Okay, so I was in a VTuber group way before, and one of the girls that posted her feet, but it wasn't really her feet. It was, well, I think it was Tori. I'm not sure. Yeah, Tori. We did this kind of competition of giving legs to Tori because she was a slime girl with no legs, and we gonna put legs on her. And I put flamingo legs on her. It was adorable. It was pink, like her color. It looks really good. And she posted it, and she wrote something like she tagged feet, and so many creeps appeared of the black alleys of the dark alleys of Twitter. Like, hey, I want to buy your feet pics, and really, really, really weird stuff. Like you can smell the creepiness.
100%. So how much?
Yeah, I feel like
she didn't sell them, unfortunately.
I would have 100%.
This could be just me because, like all my experiences. But I feel like when you see like a username in the chat, if you see a new person in the chat, you kind of already get an idea. Or like a feeling of like if this person is gonna be creepy or not. But that's just me. What about you guys?
Depending on the name?
Yeah, just depending on their name and the first like few words or sentences that they say to you.
Oh, I see. I do. I think, to be honest, the creepiest people I've seen so far was in our show, the Nameless City podcast. We had some amazing people here, but we had some new people in the first and second show that were kind of weird. I mean, some people who asked straight on to join us in voice chat.
I do remember that.
Some people who were advertising themselves. Like, are you in the right place? Are you in the right stream? Are you listening to one stream and posting stuff in another stream? Some really weird stuff that makes you think, what is going on here? I don't usually get those in my streams. Actually, recently, I've been told by multiple friends that I should rebrand myself as an incubus instead of a mimic.
Oh.
Yeah, just be a male succubus. Just, doing ara, I love you, cuties. Just tempt and seduce. Someone told me, I want to see your entire chat filled with girls who throw monies and bras at you. And I'm not doing that because it's weird. It weirds me out. I might try it once for fun. But, oh God, no. Please, no. You see, my current followers don't like the idea. I don't like the idea as well.
Yeah.
But I think...
I'm okay.
Oh, okay. I think if I'll do that, I'll attract more creeps. I think that creeps are usually attracted to female VTubers and people who do the boyfriend-girlfriend experience, or like encourage you to do a parasocial relationship.
Oh, but then like, I feel that people who do like encourage that are the ones who are the creeps. Like, they want that interaction with you, and they want it to only be that one-on-one interaction with you, which is why they're encouraging it.
It's like an endless cycle. You don't know who starts it, who encourages it.
And then when one person encourages it, it allows for other people to feel as if that's okay. And then that's the question of like, at what point do you time them out? At what point do you ban them when you, as a mod, can tell that the streamer is being uncomfortable?
What's like what is the first situation you ban someone?
Oh.
I banned a lot of people on a few streams before.
I haven't. On my own stream, that's a different question. On other people's stream I mod for, I haven't banned anyone.
I think it's easier to... I remember one time there was someone really creepy in my voice chat. And after that, who was it? I think it was Nana, one of my mods, and a really good friend. I told her that, and she was like, next time just tell me, I will kick them instantly. I don't give a shit. And Arrow, for example, he's been modding a long time in my chat, and Ashborn, they're like the professional mods. When they see someone creepy, like instant ban, I can't even blink and they ban. And they ban bots in like the speed of lights.
So they're an active user, huh? They're active mod.
I always read, I always give a second chance. I always think maybe that person is joking. I don't know. So I used to only ban bots. Until a few months ago. Someone wrote something. A usual user, not someone new. Someone I knew, someone who watched my stream regularly, wrote something really bad, like something that I don't want to repeat or give hints, but it was really, really bad. Really bad. It was so bad that in retrospect, I should have stopped everything and typed /ban and ban them instantly.
Right.
But I was caught off guard, and I really tried to laugh it off and stuff. Era says deleted it before I could see. I can see stuff. I see really fast. And actually, I went to know you. Ero, it might not be what you think. I'm not sure if you were there. Thank you for the sub,
Dreams, thank you for
Woo!
another sub.
Let's
Another
go.
gifted sub.
Now Rui can hydrate us even more. And
Let's go.
that person wrote something so unforgivable that I, for the first time ever,
No! Forgot
Wait,
to turn it off!
Gremlin voice works in the podcast as well. Well,
Damn.
let's reduce it to 1 minute in the podcast so you don't kill yourself. You know what? Let's
I'll give you your points back later.
1 minute of Nyx talking. I'm very precious, Nyx Gremlin. Nyx is a really adorable Gremlin voice. I'll remind her when it's her turn to talk.
Yeah, I'll refund you later, but we'll do it for a minute.
Anyway, don't refund him. Anyway, I should have stopped and banned that person immediately, regardless of who that is, and deal with that later. But I didn't know if that's too creepy for me or not. But when you ask when someone too creepy, it's like your own borderline, your own rules. And I told my mods, can you please time out that person? But I didn't know the words for timeout because I never asked anyone to time out. I was like, can you put them on a cooldown? And there was a miscommunication with my mods, and they kind of gave him a warning, and he was still in the chat. And I didn't want a warning. I wanted that person out of my stream forever. And later after the stream, I felt so bad. I just banned the person myself. And I don't know if there's a limit for it. There's an exact line. When is it too creepy? But you just
I don't know. Sometimes some people can be out of pocket, but still, like, you know, on not crossing that line, if that makes sense. So it's kind of hard to gauge whether or not you should ban somebody, if that makes sense. So
yeah,
it's just hard, in my opinion, to kind of discern when to ban somebody and when not to. In my opinion, if that. So, but at one time, I was when I was modding somebody, there's somebody in the chat that was just being way out of pocket most of the time, and I in my opinion, I was like, this dude needs to be banned. But I didn't want the streamer, you know, I wanted to confirm with the streamer first, but they said that it was fine after the stream, but they let it go on for far too long. And then they got extremely uncomfortable with some of the stuff that they were saying.
Yeah.
So that's when I banned, because they're like you said, they were getting comfortable with saying stuff like that, and then they took it a step beyond. So
yeah, that's a strong point. What you're saying, they get comfortable with saying things that the streamer is not comfortable.
Yeah.
Arrow says something really important. It could have been just a bad day, but it's been a phase. It's been like 2 weeks of things getting worse and worse every time. And that one moment was like a bit too much. Was in retrospect, I should have timed out that person before.
Right.
So then that comes into play of like, how long will you let that creepiness go on before you ban them?
I remember being in Iron Mouse's chat, and she's a big VTuber, and she said underwear in her stream or something, and I was like, underwear ? And I was timeout immediately. And I was surprised. Wait, the streamer just said it. Well, what's wrong with that? But I saw that nobody else says that. So I understood. Okay, they have really strict rules here. Maybe I don't know. They've been harassed or something like that. So you don't say underwear or bra or stuff like that in her chat because you get timeout immediately. So I never done it again. I just immediately calmed myself down in a way.
Yeah. Makes sense, I guess.
What is that message? K12, hello. So I was thinking, maybe that's the approach, you know? Someone says something you're uncomfortable with, immediate timeout. No explanation. And if they want explanation, you can just blame your mods. Your mods will gladly take the blame. That's the I think that's
fair.
Yeah. Like me, for example, if I would ban someone on X's channel, I would gladly take the blame. Like, hey, blame me.
I mean, it can always be unbanned later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's interesting because I know another streamer who was timed out in someone else's stream, and the reason for they were banned was because they came in and they said happy birthday because they actually missed the streamer's birthday stream by 2 days.
Why is it a timeout?
I don't know. They just timed it. They timed the mod timed the person out.
That's weird.
And it's just kind of like, how much power are you going to give your mods?
Maybe you can ban anyone. I'll take the blame any day. Thank you, Anton.
That's fair.
I'll blame Nix next time.
I'll take the blame. No one can be mad at a gremlin.
I don't know.
I wanna segue this to another topic, which is like fake bans. Like, for example, if I do
Fake
this,
bans.
fake bans.
Oh.
For example, I'll do exclamation mark ban Nix, right? So obviously that's a fake command. I cannot ban the streamer.
Oh yeah.
My friends, my in real life friends, streamed with me a few months ago. I missed a meeting with them, and then my collab partner couldn't join the stream because her internet was messing up. So I was there losing both parties. And my friends were like, hey, we're gonna watch your stream when we play Jackbox together. And Arrow was jokingly banning me on stream. And one of my friends calls me in real life and like, hey, this guy's trying to ban you. Like, bro, it's my stream. He can't ban me on my stream. But I'm gonna expose Arrow a bit. Arrow is doing that as a joke, right? And I played with Arrow, I think our first Beacon Pine stream, and someone came back and asked, am I still banned? Seriously, they seriously asked that. And Arrow was like, no, it was a fake. I can't really... the stream elements command, you can't really ban you. But they thought they were really banned. So when do you take those banned jokes too far as well? That's also a question.
What does it look like on? What does it look like to someone when they're banned?
Your chat is wiped. You can't see the chat, and instead there's a message: you've been blocked by that user, and there's a button for a ban appeal.
But then there's a difference between blocking someone and banning someone, though.
Yes, there's ban and block. I think block you can't even see the stream or something like that.
So when you block someone, you're basically wiped from existence in their Twitch. Like you can't even search them.
Oh,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
But apparently Twitch has it so that when you block someone, I guess Twitch refreshes it so that that block becomes a ban after a couple months, which I think is kind of weird.
I don't know why that is. That's kind of crazy.
And also you can always go with incognito and watch those streams anyway. If someone gets offended by that, it clearly isn't my target audience because they won't be able to handle my jokes. Yeah, Arrow is correct. Yeah, Arrow is very, very correct. Also, Arrow and Anton, why do you have the same beta colors? I worked so hard on differentiating between the two of you. Now you're the same person to me.
One's orange and one's yellow.
Oh, I have like beta test colors, so both of them are like yellow, orange, gray.
Oh.
Subtle fleck.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to those colors. I can't choose those colors. It's only other people that I see. I don't know. Twitch is doing weird stuff.
Yeah, Twitch is doing weird stuff.
Very.
So to sum up, when do you know when someone is a creep and you need to time them out or ban them?
And like, I guess like another question is like, not even just being a creep, but just like making, I guess being a creep is like making the streamer uncomfortable or like making uncomfortable comments. Like I've had a couple of like uncomfortable comments made towards me in my stream, and it was during a collab actually, and I actually had to message a couple of my mods and say, can someone figure out what's going on with this person? Like they're not a bot, they're actually having conversation with me. but they're yelling at me in the chat. I think Biggie, you might remember this.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, and I originally I had given them like the attention of like, hey, how are you? How's it going? But then after that, they were asking questions, started like saying like all their messages starting to be like all in like uppercase. And then because it was a collab, I just did not give them any more attention. They just kept on coming back with the same thing. And then I kind of just went like, oh, hold on, I have a technical issue. Let me fix that really quickly. Messaged my mods. And then my mods ended up looking into it, ended up banning the person. And it was interesting. It was interesting for sure.
See, I've not had to deal with that before.
But that was interesting because I think 3 of my mods were active at that time, but it was only when I actually like reached out to them and I said, hey, can you guys take a look at this? So I think there's like, I think with my mods at least is unless I say something, my mods kind of just relax, which I'm fine with, because I haven't really had like much of an issue in terms of like banning people and blocking people. Like I've been very vocal about it in my channel at least. But then Biggie, you're a mod for a good amount of people. At what point do you ban people or time people out, or do you wait for the streamer to?
Yeah, maybe it depends on knowing the streamer.
Yeah, it depends on what the streamer that I'm modding for wants, in my opinion. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or how, if they like people commenting like that, it's hard to judge what they like sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, because sometimes they'll just be laughing. You know, maybe it's because they're nervous and they don't want to say anything. But it's difficult to actually just, you know, ban somebody just by your preferences, unless it's clear that they're being a little weird or a lot weird, if that makes sense. So,
yeah.
Instant ban hammer. Saying some slurs or anything like that is instant ban, obviously.
What's an example of this extra weird?
Extra weird? I don't know how X-rated we can be on here. So I don't know.
Next, it's your channel.
Like
Go for it. Go for it.
For some reason, I'll give you one example. Some reason somebody was like, "Oh, do you like butt plugs?" I got a butt plug. I was like, "Sir, hello," and then I was like, "Get out of here!"
I can.
What kind of question is that?
I'm writing a thesis now about VTubers, and there's a really good article I'm reading about how LootTubers basically brainwash the viewers. So, for example, a LootTuber can allow you to buy butt plugs for her, and I say her because it's mostly females, on her throne, because she has butt plugs on her throne. And then some viewers will think this is normal behavior. They might go to Nyx's stream and say, can I add a butt plug to a throne? Or they would use the gift system on throne, the recommendation to recommend butt plugs for her. And I heard some VTubers who deal with that kind of stuff. It's not out of nowhere. It's because some LootTubers kind of encourage normalize it. Yeah, that's the word. They normalize it, and it's not their fault. I have this theory that LootTubers are not really lewd. They're just stuck in this loop of getting praised for being lewd, and they can't really get out of it. And that makes the whole scene of female streaming horrible. And then you get situations like the infamous TT streamer insult, kind of, or thought, or stuff like that. Kind of treating female streamers as these toys that you can do whatever you want, and as long as you pay money for them, they can be your Discord kitten.
Oh my god.
And then you get Seiso streamers getting recommendation to buy butt plugs on their stream.
That's definitely interesting, but I also feel like if someone, I'm going to use me an example because everyone knows that I am a say so streamer.
Mhm.
I feel like if anyone were to ever come into my channel and ask or like say, can I add that to your throne? I feel like everyone would question it in the chat and question if there was a mod in there at all. I'm pretty sure someone would message me and say, are you okay with this?
Mhm.
And chances are I would probably either one, leave it as is, not engage in the conversation or chat, and skip to the next thing that someone said, or just time them out.
And
Especially if it's a new person that I don't know.
And that's going back to the concept of the fish stinks from the head. If you as a streamer allow that kind of behavior, it will happen more. If you stop it when it's small, you will grow, you will raise a community that don't tolerate that.
Correct.
Yeah.
I would stay careful with the term brainwashing that has the implication of intent. Yeah, it's not intentional. It's not intentional. But it's a part of Twitch. It happens.
It is, yeah. Remove the tumor before it has time has a change to grow.
Or change to
Yeah, because because then that also has to do with the streamer too, and it's like whether or not they're allowing their chat to continue to say that. Like you could easily go into like Mimic's channel and say, can I get feed pics? And it's going to be 50-50 of people are going to laugh and people are going to say, why is this person saying it? I guarantee you, if I went into Mimic's chat and did that, everyone's going to question it because I'm not the type of person to say that.
I think you have said similar things and people were laughing about it because they know that we're friends, they know that we're joking, they know. On Twitter, you reacted something about sending me feed pics, and we never know how people saw that, but for me at least it was a joke. And like Era said, if people see that seriously, they're not our audience, basically.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the feed pics, by the way.
You asked for them.
I've already seen it. I've already seen the feet.
You've seen it? The mushroom?
I've seen it.
Oh my god, does it look like a small mushroom? Two mushrooms?
Let me give you some insider details.
Oh my god.
You think she's small, but you have no idea.
How small?
Listen, I'm talking baby shoe small.
Oh my god. Inside details.
The shoe. Yeah, the shoe. My argument is it was placed next to something large, so it looked like a baby shoe. That is my argument. It looked like a baby shoe, but it's not.
Ma'am, you've also leaked your foot in a picture before that you sent to me.
Have I?
Oh my god.
Yeah. I've seen them toes. I've seen them toes.
So you gotta
Mix has baby feet confirmed. I need to go back.
Now you gotta post it on Twitter so everyone can see. It's unfair if you share it only with Biggie.
No, I paid for it. It wasn't for free.
How much? $5? How much in elf money?
How much in elf money?
How many mushrooms?
I don't know. Elves don't have money.
The rest of my life. I'm in debt for the rest of my life. That's how much it was.
Oh, that's good. Being there for the rest of life. Not for free. No, Anton, you gotta pay. Anton actually is a good example. Anton is really. I'm gonna call out Anton. Anton, when he first came to my stream, I felt like he is the most say-so viewer ever. Every time I would say anything, even slightly lewd, Anton would leave or say that he's uncomfortable with it. Actually, Anton made me make my stream much more say-so. And then I had a stream with Arrow. And That was the weirdest stream I had because Aaron and me, when we were together, we like lewd 9 out of 10. I really feel like I'm doing. I always wanted to do Game Grumps, and with Arrow, I feel like we're doing Game Grumps. We're at the border of doing dick jokes and blowjobs and such because that's Game Grumps for me, and that's what I love about Game Grumps. They just don't give a shit. They say whatever they want, and in a funny way, of course. And
for sure.
Anton, every time Arrow was on stream, every time I went a bit lewd, Anton was just leaving. And I was like, no, I gotta be a bit more say-so for that person. It's also, better for me. But slowly, Anton got used to my humor. And I got used to being a bit less lewd, I think.
That's fair. I'd like to say I'm not... Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I choose Biggie.
Okay, thanks. I knew you'd choose me. I was saying... I don't think I'm lewd. I'm a lewd streamer, but there's certain times with certain people where that we have that chemistry that I'm not afraid to push that line, if that makes sense, because I know they'll reciprocate, and it's a joke. So it's always fun to do it every now and again. So keeps people entertained.
Yeah, but then that kind of like goes into another like thing is like how far can you push that on stream?
Which is obviously Twitch's terms of services, terms of views.
Okay, fair.
But
fair.
Thankfully,
but
we
like
have.
How far?
Thankfully, we have a set of rules by Twitch, and whenever someone says something like the N-word or something, we can ban them instantly, and we can blame Twitch's terms of use. Like, I'm sorry, Twitch won't allow it. Done. You don't have to give excuses. Also, Anton says, I'm actually the most say-so person, not only on Twitch, but in real life as well. I will not allow people to act lewd around me, not on my Christian Minecraft server. That's great, because when you allow creeps to be in your chat, or negativity in your chat, or venting in your chat, you don't only hurt yourself as a streamer, you also drive off the say-so viewers. And I, for example, want the say-so viewers. I think the say-so viewers are the real viewers. They're there for my talent. They're not there for my sexy voice or feet or whatever, or boobs. They're not there for the boob physics. They're there because they like me as a streamer. They're the most important users.
So then that kind of goes into like another like thought of how much are you willing to change yourself for a couple of viewers? Like if they're uncomfortable with the current stream, having it be lewd and all, how much would you tone yourself down in order to make them feel comfortable?
I don't think you need to change. I don't think you need to change yourself. But for me at least, I'm a mimic. I'm easily influenced by other streamers. So when I'm with Nyx, I'm completely say-so. When I'm with Arrow, I'm completely lewd. It's really a completely different streamer.
Yeah.
But I can freely balance myself between the two. And maybe that's the perfect balance that I need to find. The balance that I'm like comfortable with. Emotional damage.
I think that's fair to say. It depends on who you're streaming with.
You want to move
then
on
what
to
if you're like streaming alone?
Well, I think you don't need to change. You have to be you. It's easy to be insulted by someone else, or listen to someone else who tells you have to stream like this, you have to stream like that. But you should have this pole of you, your core. It's easy to say, but you have to be yourself. Like Era said earlier, if someone doesn't get your jokes, that's not your audience.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to move on to the next topic?
Yeah, the number 2.
Let's see. So we have how to deal with empty conversations with viewers. It's kind of similar to what we were just talking about. Like after the stream, some creeps can move on from Twitch to DMs. And that's something we talked about a bit earlier. The hi. Someone who just says hi or put emotes. This is an emote. The hugging emote. I see that a lot.
A hugging one?
Hug emote. Hi.
Is that a hugging emote?
Hi. Hug emote. It's like hello or hugging emote.
That's me. That's me.
When I say
But then-
that on Twitter, like in a meme, many people got, "Oh, bro, don't call me out like this." What are you talking about? We are talking about how to deal with empty conversations with viewers. I'll give you an example. I'll try to explain what I'm talking about. I have some viewers who Pichan. I have some viewers who
Can I show you my portfolio?
yeah. These two. These are Peony and Alnichi are basically my little sisters. We've been joking about this a lot. Hi, are you a streamer? Can you show my portfolio? But this is GFX bot. I'm not talking about GFX bots. I'm talking about viewers who feel like after one stream they are your closest friend, and they want to hang out with you after the stream. So I remember after 12 hours of streaming, a viewer comes to me in DMs and say, "Hey, I really liked your stream today. Do you want to play Apex now?"
That's sweet.
And I felt, you know what? I have to say no probably. And I told them, I'm after 12 hours of stream. I'm after 12 hours of stream. I'm going to eat and sleep. And that's it. Now, let's say Nix calls me and say, I want to talk about something. I would fuck sleep, fuck eat. I would stay there and talk with her. Same for Alnichi, Peony, Arrow, and other people that I know. You know what? Even Biggie. But I don't want to play Apex with a random person I don't know after 12 hours of streaming. Like, why?
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Yeah. It's also even like the thought that someone would ask that after they've known that you've been streaming for that long.
From their perspective, I have been playing a game with them. That's the thing. They don't see the other viewers. That's very, how do you say it? With kids, they are egocentrical. They basically are not aware that you have other things to do after stream or before stream.
Right.
You can say I have to go to work. They don't really know what you do in work. Maybe you have a partner. They don't really know that you have conversations with your partner.
It's just like, because what people see on stream is what people see. But when you hit the stop streaming button, the second you do that, the second you're not active on social media, no one really thinks about, oh, I wonder what they're doing. Are they working? Are they at school? Are they with a partner? Are they sleeping, etc., etc.? You only think about what they were just doing on stream, and then you kind of fantasize about that. You don't think about them as a person, and that's, I think, one issue too, is like you're not always seen as a human being to the viewer.
That's valid.
You're idolized, you're seen as an object, you're seen as...
We are cartoon anime characters.
And there's things that people don't like think about. Like there's an actual person behind the animation.
So I'm gonna ask you a hard question, and you don't have to answer. Have you been that person who says hi to a streamer and really look for their attention?
I don't think so.
In the
I
past,
don't think so.
not as a streamer, but I've been in dating websites for a long time, and sometimes you just don't know what to say, how to start a conversation. Sometimes you would say hi, but then sometimes you would think, how do I introduce myself? Hi, I'm this and that and this and that. For example, when I reach out to some people for collabs, sorry, Alnichi just asked me if I want to play Apex after the stream. And I was like, fuck no, I don't play that shit. It's a Zoomer game. But when I reach out to people for collabs, I'm saying, hey, I'm Mimic, I do this and that. Are you maybe open to collabs?
Right.
So
that's fair.
Some people reach out to me like this. Most people who reach out to me would reach out with an empty conversation.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Like a hey,
that's me.
how is your day? So what
But
does it
then,
mean when someone tells me how's your day? What do you want me to say?
but then there's some people who don't even say like, "Hey, how's your day?" They say hi and leave it
Hi.
at that.
Yeah, and they
Mm,
expect you to carry the conversation from there.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like, if you want to reach out and start a conversation, say something more than hi or hello.
Mm-hmm. Man, so many people want to play Apex with me. Listen, I don't play shitty games. Said
he's right.
the one who just played
He's right.
Yu-Gi-Oh this week, and
What's wrong with Yu-Gi-Oh?
the same things that are wrong with Apex.
Yes. Listen, I agree.
It's endless ranking. I love her laugh. Yeah, she's adorable. You know, there's a reason why we're here. I'm here simping for her.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, so
You mean
many
I'm not the
people.
only one?
That's like the
I'm
fifth.
not the only one here? Oh my god.
Let's go. The fifth person right now in the last 5 minutes to offer to play Apex with me after the stream. I don't
Well,
even
okay,
aim
well-
Apex.
Rio says, "Do you want to play Left 4 Dead 2?"
It's
That's
as
a
worse
different
as
game, though.
no. It's like Apex, Valorant, Fortnite, Minecraft. It's the same game.
Mm.
It's the same.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's the same game.
Well, I mean, I don't know. They're all different.
Yeah, for me, it's all the same. You want to play something with
They're all
me?
bad.
You want to play
Different.
something with me? Bad Mojo. It's you play as a cockroach. That game can entertain me, especially if you're a girl who is really afraid of horror and roaches. That would
Oh my god.
I become a VTuber to hear anime girls scream. That would be the best for me if you play Bad Mojo with me. Down after the stream immediately, off stream, whatever you want.
Wait, what game is
I
this?
know Mimic.
Bad Mojo
Mimic has
Redux.
that. I think once a month, Mimic will ask me if I've played it.
Until she will.
Bad Mojo Redux.
Yes. Recently, don't invite me to Bad Mojo. I want to get more power. Recently, I played it with Peony and Alnichi, and it was so much fun.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, the cockroach is kind of cute.
You would say that.
You
You
wish
would
you
say
wish
that.
this game had only roaches. It has spiders, slugs.
No, I hate spiders.
Yeah,
I
let's
hate
go.
spiders.
Yeah. What's wrong with spiders, man?
I love spiders.
Yeah. You got something against
Um,
spiders?
I think I've just never liked them.
It's 'cause
And
they
then
have
the
eight
amount of
legs.
times, I think
It's
that
like
and like the
a-
amount of times it's like crawled up my legs and I like had to like
Oh.
brush it off.
What about that super cute spider? The one that dances. You ever seen
Oh,
that
the
one?
little Lucas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's
He's a
cute, but like he has a name.
Yeah. And he's adorable.
He is. Thank you for the stretch. He is adorable, but then like I can't do like spiders that are gonna be crawling on my desk or something because like the amount of times like a spider has just like fallen in front of my face and just hung out there. I can't. Thank you for the hydrate.
What was your
Yeah,
reaction
I can't.
when it went in
I
front of your
screamed.
face? Scream?
I screamed. Yeah, because like it came down from the ceiling on its web and just stopped at my face.
Did you jump out of your chair?
Yeah.
Mm. Did you fall?
No.
Oh, it wouldn't have been a far fall anyway.
What do you think the spider felt? I mean, this is so
what-
racist. Hating spiders, like, oh my god. It's because they have 8 legs,
Yep.
40,
legs.
40
Oh.
eyes. What's the deal? What's your problem with them?
40 eyes.
40 eyes,
Thank
8
you for the
legs,
posture check.
because they shoot
Yes.
webs from their butt. What's the issue with spiders?
Yeah.
You know, spiders are
Not-
like mimics.
Spiders just
Basically,
say hello.
they wait patiently, and then they're gonna eat you.
Uh.
Am I a spider?
Wait, a spider?
I'm a spider. Oh no, I didn't know until now.
You could bite me.
Climb on my net.
Mm. No. No.
I'm not working. I'm not running after people. I'm waiting for them to come here.
But I'm right here. I'm
Let's
literally
go.
right here. I'm so close. You can't just walk like 2 feet.
Yeah, you see what he's
Not
doing right
even
now?
2 feet.
This is actually really good example. Biggie and I are having a conversation. It's stupid conversation, but it's a conversation. And this is what I'm looking for while chatting with people. I talked about this with a few people lately. That I'm gonna give Alnichi and Peony as examples nonstop in the coming weeks because I feel like these two, and Nyx and Arrow, I have the most full conversations lately. I don't know if full is the right word. It's like I write something, they write back and they ask a question. I answer, I ask a question, they answer, they ask a question. It's like a non-stop one big conversation. While with
it's a meaning conversation.
Yes, exactly.
Like it has content to it. It's not one-sided. It's not empty. Like you actually have like a conversation as if you're having a conversation face to face.
Exactly. And there's some people that I collab with regularly, or I collab with a lot. But if you look at our Discord history, it's all one-sided. I'm like, hey, you want to collab? Yes. At this time, okay. And that's it. They will never write anything to me. I will always have to initiate. And at one point, you just you can't anymore. It becomes when you feel like you are carrying the whole weight or like 90% of the weight of any kind of interaction with a person, you get this weird feeling that they are uncomfortable with you. That goes back to this relationship question of, would you rather date someone who likes you more than you like them, or someone that you like more than they like you? Same thing with streaming. Would you stream with someone who wants to hang out with you more than you want to stream with them, or vice versa? Your guys are cool, now you're cool. So what's the answer? Would you rather collab with someone who wants to collab with you more than you want to collab with them, or with someone that you want to collab with but they don't want to collab with you?
That's a good question. You know, I think I'd rather go with I'd want to collab with someone who wants to collab with me.
Even if you don't want to collab with them?
Yeah, I mean, you know, my mind could change afterwards.
That's actually really funny that you mentioned that, Biggie, because I remember when I reached out to you for your collab, you're just like, why do you want to collab with me?
Yes, I was like, why do you want to collab with me?
What was the reason?
Why? I'm stupid. Why do you want to collab with me? I'm boring.
You're not boring, first of all. I don't know. I just like people who I become like close with or like I talk to a lot. Like I always feel like they're fun to hang out with, they're fun to talk with, and so I want to be able to have fun with them on and off stream so that no one feels left out. And I think that's like a really important factor is like I can have conversations with you off stream, but then I don't know how you feel about just having that friendship off of stream, whereas like some people they want both off stream and on stream. And then there's some people who only want to have that on stream and not off stream.
Right.
So here's a weird dilemma I have. I'm very self-conscious of what other people think of me. I always have been. And when I had some occasions where I streamed with people that I didn't want to stream with. When this happens, it's like when you get into usually I reach out to people, but sometimes in the last moment I discover that the person is not someone I'm comfortable with, and sometimes I would cancel the collab. Very rarely, usually I would just go with it. And when you collab with someone you don't feel comfortable with, let's say they're constantly negative on stream, you just it's a horrible experience. You need to deal with everything on stream while they don't do anything. It's just not fun. You just suffer. You don't want to publish the VOD afterwards. Everybody feels bad. There's no reason to do that at all. On the other hand, there's this weird concept. I'll call out Arrow once. Arrow, we had a conversation once about why some people, well, roughly 50% of the time that I schedule a collab with someone, they will cancel in the last moment. And they give the weirdest reasons sometimes. And Era and I had a conversation of what if it's not weird reasons? What if they don't want to collab with me? What if I come too strong? What if they didn't want to collab with me in the first place, but they felt bad for me because I chase after people quite a lot to collab with them. And there are people that I collab with, and once, and I might feel, oh my god, that collab was so fun, but then they never collab with me afterwards. They're always busy. They always avoid me. They always ghost me. There are people that I collab with once, only once, many months ago. And during that collab, I really thought we're going to collab again every single week. But they constantly avoided me. Now, if they avoid everyone, that's one thing. But if they avoid me, and then I see them collab with someone else, it gives me the immediate feeling like they didn't feel good in our collab. They faked it. They did a favor for me. They tried to get rid of me.
Right. And
that gives you such a bad feeling.
Right.
And it makes you look back on all the people that I collab with who disappeared, kind of. Makes you think, maybe I should approach much less. Because people who approached me for a collab, like Nix approached me for a collab, it's much better than when I approach people. When I approach people, sometimes it just ends as one collab and that's it.
Right. I don't know. I feel like I don't like to reach out to people for collabs, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm just bothering people at that point, so I'm just like, okay, I just play by myself. So I don't know. I've never had that problem, really.
But then it's also the question of like, for you, Mimic, because you have such a large following on Twitch. Do you say yes to everyone who asks you for a collab?
I used to, but now no, because I know that if I collab with someone, it comes instead of collaborating with someone else. So, for example, I had a few new collabs recently. I collabed yesterday. I collabed with Spade, and that was a really fun collab. We played Skullgirls for the first time. We beat each other in the game. It was really fun. But before the collab, I was very anxious because I don't know Spade. He came out of nowhere and asked for a collab. And I don't know why I agreed. Usually I don't agree to these new collabs, but I agreed. I went with it. And luckily it was okay, but I before the collab I felt, what if he's a bad streamer? What if he's a new streamer? What if his audio quality is trash? What if I need to do everything? What if I need to do everything for him? Or what if he interacts with his chat and ignores me, which also happens?
Yeah, because that does happen a lot.
Yeah, it does.
There was someone I collabed with. I really wanted to collab with them. When I collabed with them, it was only my stream. They were really fun to hang out with. But then I collabed with them, and we streamed at the same time, and they were interacting with their chat 90% of the time, and ignored me. That really made me change my view on that person 90 degrees, like, I don't know, 180 degrees, and I don't want to collab with them ever again. It just felt horrible. Hey, I'm here.
Yeah, I think I've dealt with that before. It is disheartening sometimes, and you're playing a game with another streamer, and then all of a sudden it's 5 minutes of just chat interaction, or 10 minutes.
And sometimes it's not. Yeah, it's like, tits. When they throw items at a streamer.
Exactly.
I hate tits so much because it's so distracting in collabs. I go, thank you for throwing stuff, and I don't care. I don't care if your chat. I mean, when chat throws something at a streamer, there's one reason. It's attention. It's like, hey, I'm here. Ignore the person you're collabing with and look at me.
That's fair.
I think you're on a stage.
Basically what it is.
Yeah. I think you're on a stage and someone in the audience throws a tomato and hey, look at me. Just a weird concept. That's why in general, I recommend for streamers to disable tits when you are collabing. Put tits when you're streaming solo. When you collab, disable tits, because it just there's I don't remember I told it last week or not. There was someone recorded videos for a birthday, and they showed my video. And during my video, I recorded a birthday wish for that person. During my video, someone redeemed tits, throw 1,000 things at the streamer. And during my video, what only you could see my mouth move, but you could only hear of the and the streamer go, thank you for throwing stuff at me. And then they apologized, sorry Mimic, and they moved on to the next video. Now the streamer could have been the streamer could have been tired, could have been overwhelmed, could have been a million things. I felt like shit. I feel like I'm not going to record a message for that person ever again, because it's unfair. It's really unfair to think that. It's unfair to think that I don't want to record a message to them. But just seeing how they treat another streamer just makes you feel bad, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, I feel it.
Thank you for the hydrate.
I just realized, are you sitting on a mushroom?
I am sitting on a mushroom.
She is the mushroom. The top part is just
Thank
a bait.
you for the posture check.
Then whose feet were those? Whose feet were those in the picture? If you're a mushroom.
Stock images.
There you go.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Next to that Hello Kitty duct tape, I don't know.
Hello Kitty duct tape. Never mind, it's her. So, how do you deal with empty conversations? Oh, wait, I have another story for you about empty conversations. So,
okay.
I was streaming with someone, and sometimes when I stream with a cute girl, many of my followers will go and simp for her. Some of them we take it a bit too far. One of them started saying hey to her nonstop, and she came to me and said, Mimic, what do I do with that person? He is every day, sometimes multiple times a day, he sends me, hey, how are you doing? Hey, what have you been doing today? She just didn't know what to do with it. So I told her, listen, go to his Discord, mute him. You don't have to block him, just mute, and never answer. She said, I feel like it's unfair for him. I want to respond, but you can't respond. You can respond to 1,000 people. Say that.
Yeah. I remember when you were streaming with Peony, I popped her tab open. Right? Oh, that sounds weird. I went to her Twitch stream, and when y'all were talking about the asking the doing those like little question things about like in the desert with the cow, goat, all that stuff.
The camel.
I was literally talking in both your guys' chat at the same time.
Right, I remember that.
That makes sense. Yeah. Because I didn't want to feel like, oh, I'm going over here now. You know what I mean? No, I would respond to certain things over there, and I would repeat the same thing in your chat at the same time.
I also do that. I sometimes would mess with the streamers, like write half a message in your chat and then the other half in their chat. Try to make you read it together at the same time. I was doing that for the first time with Katsu and Kara, which are two of my first VTuber friends. And they're so adorable, and they stream usually at the same time. And I don't want to be in one chat on the other, so I just spam them in both chats. But I write different things to both of them.
Right. Yeah, it's not necessarily the same thing. It's something different each time.
It really feels weird when someone... It's like, we talked about it last week, that they are kind of parasites.
Yeah.
And it really feels wrong when that kind of parasite comes from your community.
Or like, what about like when it's from your community and then they leave your community for someone else's?
Yeah.
And then you just don't ever see them again. Does the streamer, because like sometimes like where your viewers come from. Like you can sometimes tell like, oh, they came from this person's stream because they're always there, or they came from this other person's stream, or they found me from Twitter, or they found me from TikTok, etc., etc. What do you do when you know that this person was a frequent chatter, a frequent viewer in X's person's channel, and now they're in your channel only being that quote unquote parasite?
Actually have they're less in my chat now, but I had some at least 3 parasites that came from other communities, and I felt like they were welcomed in my community while they were banned in the other communities. And maybe that gave them an opening to start being creeps in my community.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That is wild. Gotta be careful with that, I guess.
Yeah. And I don't want to blame vTubers again, but all 3 parasites came from vTubing streamers.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like going back to this normalization of creepiness, which is not anyone's fault. It's not intentional, but there are some creeps out there. And obviously they did not come to watch me, but they kind of got the idea that Mimic is collabing with a cute girl every week. Or multiple times a week. And then I could see those kind of creeps go to those girls that I collab with. Really made me feel horrible. Like, hey, I brought a creep, a parasite, to their community. And the worst thing is that those parasites have no idea that they're doing something wrong. And I know that because Nix and I, we saw at least twice during the podcast that we talk about that kind of behavior, and like instantly some creep or some parasite would write something in chat exactly about that. We're not gonna say what exactly happened. It's gonna be between me and Nix, but it's like writing hey, saying underwear is very disrespectful, and then someone would honestly, not jokingly, someone honestly say, hey, by the way, do you wear pants? Something like that. We just talked about how this is something you don't do. And you do it. Yeah. I'll be more specific. We talked about asking the streamer to join voice chat in a stream.
Yeah.
Hey, can I join voice chat? And like instantly after everyone say, okay, that's something you don't do, someone asked to join the voice chat and be a part of the podcast. Like, why? We don't know you. What would?
That's crazy. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Just randomly, hey, can I? Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, and it brings it back to people that you ban and ask to be unbanned, and sometimes you just don't realize the reason that they were banned is because you made the streamer uncomfortable. It's not something you can fix.
And then you get some wild ban appeals too.
Oh, have you guys gotten any interesting ban appeals?
I don't get unban appeals because I rarely ban people. I did get one. And I left it there for like a month because I didn't know what to do. And recently one of my mods asked me, Mimic, can we deal with that ban appeal? I was like, yeah, reject it. And that's it. Because after a month, I still don't want to see that person.
That's fair though. Because like they were banned for a reason.
Yeah,
and if they're appealing, like unless they have like a really, really concrete reason as to why they did what they did, which probably most of the time it's not going to be a good reason.
Honestly, it wasn't one time. I see that happening more. I see it happening more, and I don't want that in my community anymore. And I just don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember seeing a ban appeal with the same incident with the butt plug situation, and they're like, "What did I do wrong?" I was like, "Sir, if you don't know what you did wrong, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you need help."
I really give the benefit of the doubt. I would say we don't talk about butt plugs in this channel.
Mm. That's, I mean, it was pretty wild. It was pretty wild. Just for someone to say, I don't know what I did wrong. When you
Yeah.
specifically mentioned putting a butt plug in somebody, I was like, sir.
They never know. They never understand. And they could apologize. They could say, I promise I will never do it again. But they don't get it. They made you feel uncomfortable. There's no way around it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
There really is no way around it. You know what? I'm really trying to think it. I can't think of a single person that I felt uncomfortable with, and slowly I felt more comfortable with. I can't imagine a single person like that. When I feel uncomfortable with someone, that's it. It's gone forever. I don't know if it's
And
fixable.
that's kind of how it is, because you will always have that sense of uncomfort with them, no matter what they try to do, no matter what they say, or even if they apologize for something that they had messed up on. Like, you will always have that sense of discomfort when you're talking to them, when you're around them, even though you might like socially apologize to them. Deep down, your subconscious will always have that feeling of discomfort and uncomfort for them, no matter how you like show yourself to feel.
And it goes from the other side as well. If I made someone uncomfortable, I don't bother trying to fix it anymore, because I know that no matter what I will do, they will always have this memory of feeling bad because of something I've done. And it's better to just move on and be better with other people in the future. I don't focus on trying to fix something that happened in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really sad saying, because there were some really adorable VTubers that I wanted to collab with, and maybe I made them feel uncomfortable in some ways, maybe because of lewd jokes, maybe because of different culture. Fortunately, some people are completely oblivious to the fact that it's just not worth it. Yes, some people
That's true.
could just try forever to fix something,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes it's gone, and it's okay. There's 8 billion people in the world. It's completely okay.
Yeah.
Don't have to be fixated on someone.
Exactly. There's always
But
someone
then
else.
but then there are those people who do fixate, and they want to fix that relationship, and they keep on pushing it and pushing it.
Yeah, which leads us, I believe, to the next topic.
How do you number 3?
Number 4.
4?
Number 3.
I feel like we kind of
Bruce,
covered.
wanna collab, join stream, wanna play after stream? Yeah, we kind of covered it.
Yeah.
In general, I think not answering is the best option. Just don't answer and until they go away. Mute them. That's the best option.
Mute them.
Yeah, because if you answer and say I don't want to, I don't have time, they might keep pushing it. But not answering, you give him the feeling like you are actually busy and you didn't see their message. So that might be the best option.
Yeah.
But then you have those people who will then say like, oh, I saw you were active doing this, or I saw that you were doing this with this person. Like, why aren't you answering my messages? And actually, Mimic, I had told you this before, but that's also one reason why I have my Discord on invisible.
Same
like
way. Yes, same.
Yeah. Like, I don't want people to see that I'm active, that I'm either playing a game to relax, or that I'm doing something, because then they feel as if they can message me because they see I'm online and that I'm going to be responding right away. And so that's why I'm always on invisible. Like, unless I have to have do not disturb on, but that kind of says for itself. Like, just do not disturb me.
You know,
I won't answer.
Let's go to 3 for a bit. How to
3?
refuse without insulting, basically. I tried. I didn't. I wasn't invisible at first. And I got so many requests of playing off stream. And to be honest, I don't play off stream at this point. Like, I don't need to play off stream. So I took a month after listening to Nix and another streamer who told me for the same reason that they're invisible. I went invisible. And it was a really quiet month. nobody bothered me. Nobody asked me really tough. And now I went back visible, and I get these requests to play off stream again. So it's like people see you visible. They see what you play,
Mm-hmm.
and they say,
Mhm.
"Hey, I saw you play this. I saw you play that."
Yeah, because like even if we look at Discord right now, it says you're playing a game.
It says I'm playing the Binding of Isaac, but it's because it's open in the background. I'm not actively playing it,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So you never know that. You can think, "Oh, he's been playing the Binding of Isaac this whole time," but a game could be open in the background. See people with VTube Studio open in the background 24/7 doesn't mean that they stream 24/7.
Mhm.
That's. I just have my activity hidden so no one knows what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I am appearing online though. Most of the time, I'm
Yeah.
also appearing away or idle.
Mhm.
So no one ever messages me anyway, so it's okay.
I do that all the time. Yeah. But I said I don't want to hide. So recently, a viewer from a small Israeli anime community, I'm gonna collab with them on. I'm gonna collab with that community on Saturday, which is really exciting because that's my first. That's gonna be the first official collab with another Israeli Hebrew-speaking streamer, which is really rare. It's gonna be Aki and Rabi on Aki channel, and one of their viewers randomly said, "Hey Mimic, I saw you play Yu-Gi-Oh on Discord. Do you ever play with users, with viewers?" And they didn't watch my stream, the Yu-Gi-Oh stream. They saw me play Yu-Gi-Oh on Discord. So I said, I think I'm gonna do it. Might be on stream. And then we're like, okay, I'm gonna check your stream later. And they went and watched my stream. And that's kind of a cool concept of, hey, I got a new viewer that way as well.
Yeah.
Oh, for them seeing you play Yu-Gi-Oh on Discord.
Yeah, so someone saw what I do on Discord, they went to watch my Twitch.
That's neat.
Like,
That's
hey,
cool.
they play a game I know. Maybe
Yeah.
they play other games that I like. Who knows?
Right. That's pretty cool.
So how do you refuse to people who wants to collab but you don't want to collab with them? Or
So I'll be honest. I have
away.
definitely said that I was busy.
Mhm.
I definitely said I was busy, or I already have all my collabs planned for the week. Maybe we can do something in a few weeks from now. But I've definitely strayed away from doing that and have just started to be honest.
So give us an
I have
example.
seen where that has led to.
Give us an example. Let's say I go to Nix for the first time. Hey, you look really fun. I love your energies. Do you want to collab?
So if it was me before, I would say, yeah, I'd be down for a collab. Let's set something up for later on, and then you just kind of like maybe ghost them. Just be not responsive to them. Just not responsive. Like respond every so often. But like now, if that were to happen, I would just be like, hey, I don't know you that well. I think we need to get some time to know each other before I collab with you. And just like that, because like right now, like I have some people asking me for collabs, but like I've known them for a while. Like I've been in their chat, they've been in my chat. We've had conversations, and I'm just like, yeah, like I'll do a collab with you. You just gotta give me a couple weeks to clear some things out. But like, yeah, let's do a collab. But like people who I don't know that well or who I've never interacted with, who I've never interacted. Who I've never interacted with, like I'm now just gonna be like, no, like let's get to know each other first.
Yeah.
How about you, Biggie? Do you have such a case where someone asks you for a collab and you don't want to?
So I always say yes to anything because I don't want to listen. I don't want to sound like
anything. You heard that, chat? Go to.
I say yes to about anything because I mean I don't like to say no and disappoint people because that's just the way I am. If that makes sense. So taking an example when Nix was like, "Hey, do you want to collab and play this one game?" I was like, "Sure." Not saying that I
The
didn't want. I didn't want to
hesitation.
hang. Yeah, it was. Listen,
He gave me a 1 minute delay. He's like, sure, but why do you want to collab with me?
yeah, I'm like, sure, but why?
What were you
Why?
thinking when Nix invited you to a collab? I mean, why not?
I thought she wanted to steal my kidney for sure, 100%.
I see.
Yeah.
She does have the collection, kidney collection.
No one's supposed to know. Shh.
Oh, in chat, when we say kidneys, we mean knees of a kid. Kid, knees.
Kidney.
Yeah. She collects knees of children.
Adding on to my height there. Just a little bit. Slowly.
To become
Slowly
taller.
but surely.
She's gonna steal the kidneys of children. The knees of kids. I remember actually when Nix reached out for me to me for a collab, I was kind of weirded out because nobody reaches me to a collab. I always reach out other people, and
that's fair.
The people who reach to me are either very rare or people that I don't want to collab with. I listen to their voice. I go to this Twitch and they didn't stream it all, or they had one stream like 3 months ago or half a year ago, and that's it. So really weird stuff. And Nix, she's a healthy stream. She's a new streamer, just started. She's doing almost daily streams. She's doing all kind of activities. Why does she want to stream? You know, something suspicious here.
She wanted them kidneys.
The kidneys.
I wanted them kidneys.
Like,
but
no.
then it really threw me off. It really threw me off that you said, "Are you free right now?" That conversation happened. 10 minutes later, we're in a collab. It was so sudden. It was so quick. And then it just happened that here we are every single week now.
When I want to collab, it happens now.
Yeah.
That's happened twice. Both of our collabs have been, let's collab, let's do it now. And then it happens that instant. And now we have weekly planned ones.
At the same time, I do have people who I also say, I'm busy, I'm studying. I use studying right now. I'm studying. I really do need to study. I have so much homework for my thesis now. So I can use that as an excuse. But to be honest, off stream, I speak with a lot of people. I spoke with, I think I had private talks in voice chat with like 5 or 6 VTubers this week. All of them about some really serious stuff. Dramas or stuff like that they deal with, and they wanted my advice. And it's kind of really cool. People started coming to me for advices after we started the podcast.
Really?
You're really cool to talk to.
Oh,
honestly,
thank you.
Yeah,
I feel like maybe because I constantly said that I dealt with some shit on the internet. And actually, there's this famous case of me being in this. I don't know how famous it is, but I mentioned that I've been in this group of other VTubers. And one day the group just started crumbling to dust. And I was, I think I said it on the interview show on last Saturday with Mew. And I said that there are 2 people really had a big fight between them. And I did a mistake of trying to mediate between them and solve that. And I got burned from all sides, basically. Because when you get involved in drama and you not choose a side, you also choose... You cannot choose a side. You cannot not choose a side. Not choosing is already choosing a side. And for a few months, I didn't know what happened. Why was the reason that everything became hell? And I disengaged from that community completely. I unfollowed almost every person related to them. Every person who retweeted their stuff or liked their stuff. I just completely disappeared and started hanging out with people who were completely unrelated, which is, by the way, 2 things I recommend to anyone involved in betrayal, backstabbing, drama, cancel culture, anything like that, no matter what the level is. First thing, 24 hours, do nothing. Do not write anything to anyone. Do not speak to anyone for 24 hours. The reason is that no matter what you say or what you do, people will look at that in a bad way. So first 24 hours, the flames will calm down, and then you can think and put a rational response. So no, because you want to answer now, you want to fix it. No, wait 24 hours. After that, I highly recommend doing two things. One of them, disconnect from the people who betrayed you, and flood yourself with people that you feel comfortable with.
Right.
That works. That actually works.
Yeah.
And that's advices that I learned on my flesh. And after the interview and after this podcast, this week, I got 2 people from that community who contacted me, and we had a very long chat on everything that happened, and they told me all kind of things that I thought were happening in the box behind the scenes, but I never actually knew. And I got closure. Actually, I got closure.
That's awesome.
That's nice to get closure, because then you don't have to think about like if there was anything you did, or if it was you, or if it was other people, or just like being able to know that whether or not it was something you did, or if it was just because of misunderstanding.
Exactly. I was constantly guilt tripping myself, thinking, what have I done wrong? What could I have done to make it different? And actually, I had a conversation with my psychologist. I do a psychotherapy every week, and we were talking about that, about the cost of trying to mediate between 2 people who argue. And I didn't know what the cost would be, but she asked me, would you do it if you know the cost? Would you still intervene? And the answer was yes. Yeah, still, because when 2 people are arguing with each other and someone getting bullied, I'm not gonna stand there. I've been bullied in school, and to be honest, there were the kids who were the bullies. They're the kids who joined the bullying. They're the kids who did. I mean, the one kid, still one of my best friends. One kid who didn't join the bullying. He didn't give a shit. And then there were the bystanders, those who just stood there on the side and didn't want to intervene. And I don't know how it is in America. I think you shouldn't intervene if you're not qualified or so. But in Israel, if you see a crime and you're not stopping or doing something to stop it, you're basically you're part of it now. You have to intervene. Like, everyone is a superhero. Like, a great power comes great responsibility. You have to intervene, otherwise you are part of it.
That's fair. I don't know.
Call the police, do whatever.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, someone gets hurt, a traffic accident. Call the police. Do something. Don't just stand there and watch. What's wrong with you?
Oh, that. Yes, okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, well, like in the States, like there's something called the bystander effect. If one person isn't helping and other people see it, other people aren't going to help.
With what's her name, Jane? Back in the 40s, a woman was stabbed.
Yeah.
And about 40 people watched, and nobody did anything.
No one called. No one did anything. That was a bystander effect.
And I felt there's a bystander effect. Hey, Yuki, how's the day?
Hello, Yuki.
And after being bullied in school, I couldn't do it. I hated the bystanders.
Well, it's because everybody follows the crowd. You know what I mean? There has to be that one person that actually makes a move, and then eventually more people will do it.
And then I got bullied, and other people didn't want to intervene, and that's fair. I don't expect them to side by me or whatever. But at least the closure, I got to understand that it was just more bullying, and I actually did nothing wrong.
I mean,
on one hand, it's good closure. On the other hand, it's like still annoying.
It's still annoying because like it's all that time that you spent worrying about that to now finally getting the closure. And so everything that you kind of thought about that you've like built up until now, it just kind of like, it just lingers. Like you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And then you start thinking like, oh, I wasted all of my time thinking about that. It was just a really big miscommunication.
I've been gaslighted this whole time. I've been guilt tripped. It's like understanding that you've been bullied.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's such a horrible feeling.
But it makes you who you are today, though. You know.
Yeah.
So.
That's true. Like everything that's like happened to everyone helps build who you are as a person, whether it's good or bad.
Mhm.
Hopefully it's good, but it also kind of shows you like it builds up your walls and shields so that it doesn't happen to you again.
Yeah, you learn to recognize the red flag. Also, sorry for deviating from the subject. What I'm saying is that I am, since this podcast, I have been, a few people have been asking me to help them deal with similar situations. And I would stop everything and talk with them and do tarot readings and tell them how I dealt with those kind of stuff. And it's really, 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 it makes you really feel good that you are able to use those bad experiences you had to help other people avoid those experiences.
That's always a nice feeling.
So what I'm saying is that I've been spending my week doing that with like 5 different people and studying. So anytime someone would ask me for a collab or something, or play Apex after stream, or even just how's your day, I feel more comfortable ignoring them because I know that I actually have other things to do that are more important than that.
Right.
It's harder to refuse when you know that you're not doing anything important. Like, oh, instead of that, just gonna play the Binding of Isaac with myself.
But when you literally talk to all these people, right, about what's going on with their problems, how does that affect you mentally? Are you okay?
So here's a weird thing. Many people actually worry about me, say, no, that fills you with darkness and so on. I am a weird creature in that I get power from, I get energized from that. Because I'm a natural born teacher. I've been doing that for my whole life. And I've been studying coaching and mysticism and all kind of arts of, how do you call it? The weird, the mystical healings, art of, I'm a sorcerer, I don't know. Sorcerer Supreme. And I've been in psychology and so on. I've been educated to listen to others and give them advice. So in a way, it recharges me. Then again, I do know when it is too much, and I do know when it is beyond me. If it's a really, really serious case, like let's say someone talks to me about a breakup they had, a really, really rough breakup. Happened a few months ago. At one point, I had to say, listen, I'm not a relationship consultant. This is beyond me. I really recommend asking a professional. Someone asked me, should I break up with that person or not? I said, I can't tell you, but there's this VTuber who's a really close friend of mine who's been talking about their breakup on stream. I would ask them. So always we lead people to another place that they can ask for help. But in general, if it's beyond your sleeping time, or if it takes you, like if I help people at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., that's bad. If I do it while I work on my schedule or stuff like that, that's okay.
Yeah. It's not taking that much time. Yeah.
Also, all the people that I talked with recently, these are not random people. These are people that I know, that I like, the people that I want to chat with them.
Right. But even if there are people who you like, it can still take a toll mentally. Anyway.
Yes, it is. I have to be careful with that.
Yeah. Shall we move on to the next one?
Yeah. So the sum up, if you don't know how to refuse, be busy. Actually, be busy.
Yeah, be busy.
Be busy. It's much easier to refuse Nick, if you need to work.
Hear that, Nick?
No, I don't hear that.
I'm busy. You want to collab? No, I'm busy.
Busy with what? Busy doing what? I see you on Twitch collabing with that other person.
Yeah, that means I'm busy.
Who was that
Nah.
actually recently? Someone told me something in the likes of, "I saw you stream with that other person." Like, okay, it's fine. I can collab with someone. And that makes you feel like I don't want to collab with anyone now because everyone will judge me. Like, who we collab with him and not with me, and so on.
That's really interesting that you actually bring that up, because it's just kind of like, as Biggie said, like Biggie could easily just say like, oh, I'm busy, I can't do a collab, and then like, let's say like 2 days later I see Biggie collabing with another person and then saying like, oh yeah, like I have this many more collabs coming. And it's just kind of like, to me, if I were to see that, I'd be like, oh, he was busy with like other collabs, so he's not able to collab with me. But then there are other people who would see that and say, well, you're collabing with other people, but you don't want to collab with me.
Mhm.
Right. Don't say it like that, Nick. Now you're making me sad. Of course I'll collab with you.
No, some people don't know. Some collabs have been scheduled months ago. Some collabs have been scheduled
Yeah.
weeks ago. To be honest, though, let's be fair here. If I want to collab with someone, it will happen right now. If Nix wants to collab with me, it will happen right now. Like, sometimes it just doesn't click, and we have to understand it on both sides, on all sides.
That's
Mhm.
fair. That's fair.
Because like, yeah, with me, I schedule all of my collabs a week and a half ahead.
Yeah, makes me rethink about people that I'm still waiting for them to come back at me for a collab. Like, there's one person who said, "I'll be back Sunday," and they didn't. And every once in a while, when I go to the stream, they're like, "Hey, Mimic, you really have to collab. I'm gonna message you right after the stream," and they don't. I had a few people tell me, "I'll message you right after the stream. We gotta collab when I go to the stream." Now, if you don't want to stream with me, why would you say that on stream? Like, "Oh, Mimic, I really want to collab. This is Mimic. Give you a shout out. Mimic and I, we play this collab. We're going to collab this next week. Mimic, right? I'm gonna message you after." There was a joke with Blue Pixie. She said it multiple times that she's gonna collab with me, that she wants to collab with me. And I wrote in her, I went to a stream, and she immediately shouts me out, "This is Mimic. He's a D20. He's doing D&D. We're gonna Mimic when collab." And I'm like, "When you're available." And then she's saying, "Oh, I'll send you a message right after stream." Then I put brackets and say, "And she never did."
No.
And she's like, "No, I'll do it. I swear I'll do it." Now, that was like the third time that she promised to do it, and she didn't. And she actually didn't. And then, and then during I said, because Pix and I are joking about this. In the Fall Guys collab, we laughed about this, and then she sent me a message instantly during the stream, and we scheduled during the stream. But there are other people that I'm still waiting. There was one person that was involved recently in a very big drama, and I thought that person looks familiar to me. Apparently, that person and I, a few months ago, were supposed to collab, and they canceled a collab with me in the last moment 5 times.
Oh.
And I'm reading the chat, and I'm like, how did I reschedule with that person 5 times? And there's other people, not like Pixie, other people who every time I go to the Twitch, like, "Mimic, when are we collabing? Oh my god!" Don't say when are we collabing if you don't really mean
You don't
it.
mean it?
Yeah. Why are you saying that? Give me false hopes. I don't know.
Well, I think a lot of people are doing that so that they get your attention. They're trying to get your attention. If they're doing it like on stream when you're live, they're doing it because they want to get that momentary attention from you. Because when they say that, all of your attention is going to go to that one sentence.
But if they don't mean,
imagine doing collabs.
Just do it. Just do collabs. Yuki just recently tweeted that she is looking for collabs. Immediately I messaged her. Immediately, like, let's do it. And we did a collab the same week. Sometimes it's that simple. It's simple when a person is looking for collabs. I know for me, I'm very forgetful because of brain fog. So if I forget, tell people, just poke me to remind me. So sometimes I don't know if I need to poke the person to remind them or not. Sometimes I will. And they would answer, "All right, let me get back to you." And they don't. Which is I don't really want to collab with you. Maybe I said it on stream because on stream I wanted to, but right now after stream I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Some people told me after we collabed at the end, I asked why did you cancel the last collabs and so on, and they would say stuff like, well, I didn't come, I forgot to return to you for a day, and then I felt so embarrassed, so I just didn't do it at all.
And that's understandable.
But then I don't
Yeah.
know if it's that reason or you actually just play nice and don't really want to collab with me.
Yeah, you never really know, to be fair.
It's hard to know. It's hard to know what other people's intentions are.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they might be like one of the nicest people, or they might be someone who's really close to you. Like, you won't ever be able to fully know the situation.
Right.
And I think that's one part of it, is like, you, no matter how much you want to know, you can't know the full thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So moving on.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it.
Let's see. Which one do you want to do next?
4. Thank you for the lurk. Yeah, I think it's the same, kind of the same topic.
A little bit.
Yeah. How to deal with those parasites. Let's define parasite first of all.
Mm-hmm.
It's those people
Please.
that think that they're your best friend, although you never really interacted with them. They constantly chase after you. They never let you go. They never have content to their conversation. It's always hi, how's your day? How's you doing? How are you doing? They are on multiple streams. Like they go from one stream to another saying hi and then leaving.
Okay.
But in their head, they're like watching your streams nonstop. I had some people some parasites, who complain that they watch my stream all the time, but I don't watch their stream. Like, hey, you never watch my stream. Now, Arrow, if you're listening, I'm not talking about you, because Arrow and I had this argument. But Arrow is not a parasite. Arrow is a good friend. It's completely different. Arrow and I have actual conversations, like Biggie and I had recently. Those parasites don't have conversations. They give you the feeling like you need. If I collab with them, I will need to carry the entire collab, 100% of that. Hello, give me attention. Yes, Nick. Yes, exactly. I actually did a Jackbox 6 months ago, 7 months ago, and I had that kind of person in there, and I had that kind of person in another stream I did, and I even had that kind of person in D&D once, many months ago. And we have a parasite. No, Anton, you're fine. You're not a parasite. Anton actually is doing something really cool. Anton is not speaking a lot in voice chat. So what he does in D&D, he prepares his action in D&D in chat, and then when it's his turn, he presses enter, and bam, I have this entire action. That's really fun. That's really cool. I love that.
Efficient.
So
yeah,
I had an open voice chat, for example, and an example of a parasite. They would join the voice chat, and then they would write nothing. They would say nothing. They would write nothing. Just complete invisible. And I'm asking myself, why are you even here? Do you even watch? And then I would sometimes see them in other people's stream at the same time, interacting with other streamers. Yeah. And I don't care. Do whatever you want. But like, why are you in my voice? Why do you talk with me after stream? I don't know. It's so weird.
Maybe they just like the sound of your voice.
Maybe.
it could be that.
It is nice.
I feel like collabs with those kind of people demand a lot more out of me. I need to do 100%. Because,
That's fair.
to be honest, most of these parasites are not, and it's really horrible to call them parasites, right? Most of them have issues. Maybe anxiety, maybe they're not good socially. But also, when you look at their Twitch, most of them don't stream at all.
Right.
They kind of act like VTubers, but they're not. It comes down to a meme I posted yesterday. Let me share. Let me plug myself on Twitter.
I was like, you'll have to. I haven't been on Twitter for a day or so.
It's a good thing. Don't. At Twitter, sometimes you can post and like nobody sees it, and sometimes you get these posts that explode out of nowhere. And this post exploded. I really don't know why. It's on almost 700 likes now.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go see this.
I posted the link here. It's this girl from an old movie, and just look at all those VTubers who never stream.
Damn, I feel called out right now.
And many people comment like, "Oh, why do you call me out like this, bro?"
I feel called out.
And that's a joke, but it comes to a big question I want to ask you too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When Sound of Music, yes. When a VTuber calls themselves a VTuber, but they never stream, are they really a VTuber?
I mean, you know,
a VTuber comes from virtual YouTubers, from Kids and I streaming with a virtual avatar on YouTube. If someone has a PNG pre-tuber and everything is ready, they have the overalls, everything, but they never actually stream, which I've seen many times. Or maybe, you know what, they stream once and that's it. Are they a VTuber?
still feel called out. Just saying.
It's that germ, don't go 2 germ, don't go 3 germ, don't go 4 germ, don't go 5 germ, don't go what? Rod, what?
That's 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish, blue fish.
Oh, the germ.
But I feel like it really depends because you still stream, but you're also still active as a mod. And so you understand the workings of what it's like behind
Right.
OBS and as a viewer and a moderator. Whereas there's other people who they stream once and then they take on the whole entire persona of they're a VTuber.
Right. That makes sense.
I've seen some VTubers who did pre-debut, who did an amazing debut, a week of non-stop streaming, and they got a load sheet of money. And they never stream after that. They go completely burned out and complete hiatus.
I mean, burnout does happen though.
Yeah.
It does.
I've seen some people who have a lot of followers, more than 2,000, 4,000. And if you track back when they got all these followers, they did one lewd post or one lewd stream, and they got all these followers then, but then their chat is empty.
So what you're saying is I should be a lewd tuber.
It will work, but it will surround you with creeps. It will surround you with people who wants more, and with
I should
parasites.
show my toes more.
Show the toe stream.
Toe stream. Imagine just like I feel like if you even just like make one Twitter post about that, it's literally gonna blow up. Doesn't matter who it is. You make a Twitter post saying I'm gonna do a toe stream. No one, I'm not doing it. But like if you say that you're gonna do it, the amount of people who are gonna come in just for that is insane.
Fit cam. I always wanted to do a fit cam actually. Play a game with my feet. Maybe I should do it right now. I should post a community goal. 200,000 points. Fit cam.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna play the Binding of Isaac with my feet.
I'll be there for sure, 100%.
I feel like I've been burned out much faster than everyone else. That's a shame because I like streaming, but I literally can't handle a stream longer than 2 hours or stream 2 days in a row. That's what I recommend. Someone talked to me this week and said that I say consistency is really important. And they said, I cannot stream like you 5 days a week, 12 hours a day. I can't do it. And I immediately said, no, consistency does not equal quantity. Consistency does not equal quantity. You can stream once a month, but do it every month at the same time, and that's consistent. You can stream 100 hours in a row and never stream again afterwards. That is not consistency. Consistency is important, not quantity. Don't stream 2 days in a row. Stream 2 days a week. Stream 1 hour every time. 2 hours, 2 days a week, Monday and Thursday, and that's it. Just be consistent. Same time, same hour.
Yeah. Because then once you get that consistency down, people are more likely to come back because they know you're going to stick to that schedule.
That's fair. That's fair.
I actually know of people who have marked our podcast in their calendar.
Really? I mean, I did that too, but that's so I don't forget.
You're the streamer. But some people are actually waiting for the podcast. They know the time, they know the day, they will wake up for that, and they will listen for the podcast, which is really, really cool. That's why Nix and I wanted the same time and day every week.
Oh, 7 a.m.
Yeah, it's a bit rough for some people. Not only because Nix wakes up at 4 a.m.
It's okay. It's okay. I just didn't sleep. It's fine. I didn't want to miss the actual time and be late.
Me too. Me too.
Like I'll set all these alarms, but because I know I'm gonna probably miss 90% of these alarms, I'll just try not to sleep as much.
You're not sleeping for the stream. Let's go.
That's kind of fair though.
Luke says, I do 3 times a week when I stream around the same time for 2 hours unless it's a collab. Has to be adjusted. Yes, exactly. I stream every day, almost every day, 6 p.m. Unless there's a collab, then I do before that, after that, and so on. And I flex. I start streaming a bit before time, doing study and so on.
Not me waiting for a message because apparently I didn't sleep, and I hope someone's not mad.
Wait for it.
Yeah.
Don't operate machinery.
Wait for it.
No machinery today.
I think we'll drive later, so we're gonna drink some caffeine because I'm also on the same page as Biggie. I set I think 15 alarms for Thursday.
15. Wow.
So, yeah. I set about 8.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you two? You need like one really strong alarm.
So
I do.
Slept, but it was like a light sleep.
No light sleeps. You get the alarm, you get up like a lion.
No. I was sleeping, but it was the lightest sleep, just so I didn't miss anything. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
like a cat sleep, dog sleep.
But it wasn't quality Z's, if you know what I mean.
So like a nap.
Basically.
Yeah, mine I slept like decently early last night in comparison to what time I normally sleep. No one call me out. But yeah, like I woke up I think around like 5ish, and then I just like laid in bed for a little bit.
Side question, how do you deal with being tired on stream?
Well, first of all, caffeine, but that is not the best answer for everything. Honestly, for me, if I am absolutely way too tired to stream, I will be honest with my community and say like I'm going to cancel the stream. But if I still have like enough energy to stream and I want to stream, because there's a difference being like too tired and not wanting to stream, and then being like somewhat tired but still like wanting to stream because I want to have that stress relief. But then I would keep the stream short because I normally stream between 2.5 hours to 3.5 hours. If it's gonna be a short stream, it's gonna be about an hour to 2 hours because that's still short. But I tell people that, like, it's gonna be a short stream, or like if I get to like a point in the stream where I'm just like I'm too tired, I'm just gonna be like, I want to continue this, but I'm kind of tired, so I think I'm gonna stop for today and we'll come back later.
For me, if I'm tired, I'm just not gonna go. I'm not gonna do it. Why make myself? Why force myself to do something that I'm not fully into at that moment? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I've been conditioned from working with children for many years that you cannot miss a session. You cannot miss class because they look at you like a big brother, like a parent figure. You can't, even if you're tired. My boss has this story that he broke his arm on the way to work. And he went to work and he worked like a lion, and then he went to the hospital afterwards. And that's obviously you don't do that. But this is the story to emphasize how important that is to the kids. So when it comes to streaming, rarely I will not stream if I'm tired. I'm so tired, then maybe I'll take a few, 30 minutes, start 30 minutes later, or maybe I'll try to do something else. I do hate when I stream and I yawn nonstop. I hate when I'm really tired on stream and my voice is tired. I love being energetic. So yesterday I was really tired during stream. Luckily, I had a collab with Spade, which woke me up a bit. But afterwards, I was really tired. I wanted to stop, but I wanted to keep streaming at the same time. So I did karaoke. Started singing.
Mhm.
And
I missed it.
Mhm.
Yeah, you did. It was great. You should have been there.
Huh?
But it's on.
Yeah.
There's the VOD. The VOD is there.
Yeah, it was great. He sang for Kainori, and it brought back so many memories.
Did you learn it on guitar?
Man.
Okay, so I learned a little bit of it,
Nice.
but so
Actually got
Yeah.
copyrighted on YouTube by.
no.
It's just a claim by. I don't know. What was it? Hikaru Nara. Sony don't want me to broadcast it in Japan, so I have to mute the song from the video. Unfortunately.
Mm,
Like
that kind
so
of sucks. But like,
yeah,
at least did you have fun doing it? At least.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun, and during the last karaoke, I saw people leaving. I dropped from like 12 people to 2 during the karaoke.
what?
And it made me feel like, oh
Dang,
no, I sing
what?
horrible. No.
No, I thought you had a really good voice. That's
Thankfully,
why I stayed.
it was because Twitch had some issues of the logging issues back then. It logged people out. But I thought it was because of me. So yesterday I was working really hard to be more accurate with the notes.
Oh yeah, I could tell. You listen. You were hitting them.
It was still not good enough. I have so
Yeah,
many
well.
complaints, but I'm glad people liked it.
Do you have complaints about it?
Yeah, a lot.
Well,
I used to be because I used to be a vocal
you're
teacher.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
I used to be a vocal teacher for 2 years, piano and vocal. So I'm very criticizing of myself.
Well, that's everybody though.
Yeah.
But yeah, singing all kind of crazy songs and waving my head around and going drunk without drinking. That really helped get the tired energies into stream.
Right. Listen, I enjoyed it.
I'm glad. Thank you so much.
I may have been lurking, but I was listening.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Dang, I need to go back and watch this VOD now.
No, it's too late. Nope.
No, I see. Okay, here's the thing: is like I don't often watch VODs because I really like enjoying watching things live.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it doesn't feel right to go back and watch a VOD. But that's
Right.
just me personally.
That's fair.
Because for me, there's just something that's lacking when it's not live.
Right. That's fair.
Actually, checking if I've been muted. I was not muted at all on Twitch. I'll give you the
You
link.
weren't?
I'll send you. Where is the link? I'll send it to you on Discord as well, so you can watch it later.
Ooh.
You're gonna have to
Okay.
find where the karaoke starts somewhere
Yes.
on 6.5 hours, roughly.
6.5.
6.5 hours.
Thank you.
It's kind of cringe though. So.
Nah, not at all. Not even in the slightest. Not in the slightest. It's great.
Thank you.
Great.
Did we start with how to deal with viewer parasites?
No, I think that it's kind of like we avoided that because that's like the most touchy subject.
Yeah.
You know, I'll say it. Some viewers will open alt accounts to stalk you after they got banned. Some viewers will DM you nonstop. Some users will harass your mods. Some viewers, unfortunately, will harass your collab partners during a collab. Hey, I need you to tell something to Mimic. Hey, I need you to. Can you ask Mimic to unban me? Stuff like that.
See, you say that, and it automatically makes me think back to my experiences within the past few months. And me thinking about the people who, and I'll be honest, like I've banned some people, I've blocked some people, and some of those people have gone above and beyond, and they made alt accounts. They found other social media that they could follow. They found other things that they could come and try to talk to me. And it's just kind of like, At what point does that go from being a parasite to being a creep, then to harassment?
Yes. I had one person, for someone who I was modding for, they said that their name was the same name as them. And then they're like, oh yeah, I'm a female too. And it turns out they were not a female. And their name was definitely not the same name as that person. I think they were just trying to find, try to have similarities so that, they would get more attention out of the streamer, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then they joined the voice chat, not while the person was streaming, right? And then was just trying to get so much attention out of the people that were there. Just be like turning on their camera and like, hey, you guys want to see me set this on fire? I was like, yo, what is your problem? That's weird. Like, we're all here vibing and you just come in here out of nowhere. Just join the Discord and you just trying to, be the center of attention, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to talk to the person, to the streamer, and be like, hey, yo, the person in your Discord is kind of wild. They like making people uncomfortable. Should I ban them from your Discord as well? Because it's getting out of hand. You know what I mean? You don't want your actual like community to be just weirded out by some weirdo.
Yeah.
In a place that's supposed to be safe. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Because then it gets into that thought of like, how long is it going to take for them to join the Discord and then start talking to other people and then being a parasite to other people? Because you might not think it might be a big deal for you at the moment, but you don't realize what's happening behind the scene, if they're sending friend requests to other people in the Discord, if they're adding other people in the Discord. And there's some people who they don't think about it and they add the person back. They start talking and then they realize that was maybe one of the worst decisions they could have made.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just weird. It was just weird coming in into the Discord with false, just starting off with a lie, saying that I have the same name as this person, as a streamer, blah blah blah. I'm a girl, blah blah blah, female. I mean, they could have very much well have been, but when they're posting pictures and they're clearly not a female, and and they're saying like, oh, this, that, that. I'm not sure, they have the he and him pronoun. It's just weird. Yeah. It's just weird. Why would you do that? Why would you start off a potential friendship with a lie? I don't know. It's weird.
It is, but I think another factor to that is that people are more comfortable if they know that the person is female.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you were to have that same interaction, they know that the person is male, they're going to feel less comfortable talking to them.
Mm-hmm.
There's this research I read recently for my thesis about how many men in video games are in online games are making female characters because female characters get more interactions and rewards in the game, basically. First of all, you have more haircuts and face expressions and more clothes generally in online games and jewelry and such. And then it's really easy to approach a male player and ask them for favors, like, hey, can you help me level up? Can you give me money? And they will do it. And that really reminds me of my times with MapleStory. I played a female character for the same reason. Because you could just have friends in an easier way. And if people hit on me, I wouldn't notice. Because I was young. I didn't really care. I don't know. Maybe I interacted with some creeps and I didn't even know. Could be.
Yeah.
I remember one time in MapleStory, I played as a really cute female character. And one person asked me, why do you play as a female character? And I said, I'm going to stare at this character for hundreds of hours. Why would I want to stare at a guy when I can stare at a cute girl? And a few people were hitting on me and I didn't notice that. And then one of them said, they started guessing if I'm a girl or a boy or whatever. And I didn't want to say that I'm a man because it was embarrassing. It was really embarrassing. I had this cute female character, so I never said if I'm a man or a woman. And then one of them said, "This person has to be a woman because they speak too much. They speak only a girl will speak that much."
Oh, that's crazy.
That's true, to be honest.
Damn.
I'm speaking too much. Later, they found out that I'm a man, and some people really angry at that. And since that, I didn't hide it. Whenever someone asked me, I said I'm a guy. I have girl characters, like my I don't know, my sisters, my daughters, or something. And in general, I started avoiding people in the game. I didn't want to party with anyone. Didn't want to be in a guild with anyone. I want to play by myself. You know, I want to have this, like, I don't know, solo adventure. You always play as guys in video games. I kind of like the spice of playing a girl in a video game, but it's not really a video game. You interact with other people. It's online. So if I was a girl VTuber, actually I thought of it. What if I'm a girl VTuber? I just couldn't imagine it because it's my voice. I would have to lie to everyone, fake my voice, do relationship. It's a bog that's really hard to come out of.
Yeah. It's actually really interesting that you mentioned that, because I feel like I know a lot of people who they're VTubers, they're streamers. They identify as either one, non-binary, or female, but they choose to have a male model.
A male model?
And the reason, a male model instead of a female model. And I've definitely asked some people like why they choose to do so, and some of them had said that they experience that males get more attention than females.
Really? I actually experienced the complete opposite. But males do get a more say-so experience, while females get more lewd experience.
Yeah.
Or if your model has boobs, people will look at you differently.
That's very true.
Yeah, very much.
But yeah, it's definitely interesting to see a lot of people that I know who are female and they opt for a male model, actually.
Sorry.
But then I feel like not too often do you see it the opposite way.
That's actually opposite for me, because I've seen a lot of the opposite and very few of what you describe. Yeah. But it might be what you attract, you know. You probably feel more safe and open for those kind of people, and I maybe feel more safe and open to those kind of people.
That could be it. It's that the community, the people that you draw in are different, and so everyone will have different experiences.
Yeah. In general, I try to be very careful with genders and so on, because it's a completely new world to me. And you don't want to insult anyone and so on.
I would also like to see a male Laz model.
Lazu makes a really good point, because this actually ties into like one of
Let's read it. I do a male model too if I wasn't too lazy, but I'd make it a redeem or something. Like a gender bender redeem.
Yeah, so I'm actually doing something like that too. I have also been very lazy to make my model. But I was just kind of thinking about it recently, is like, if I have my male model, I'm gonna have it as a redeem. But how is that going to change I wouldn't say my community, but the people who will like stop in for a brief moment, see the male model, be thrown off, and then leave. And then there's the other people who come in when it's the human model or the elf model, and that's what they were expecting. But then other people come in, they see a male model, and it's not what they were expecting.
I wonder if I do a female version of me with like a cute voice, haha, ooh, and then I have these giant boobs or something. I want to see the interactions I get.
Take my money.
Because right now I get very say-so interactions with people. I don't get eluded. People, I don't have girls who come to me like, hey, can you see my feet? Not a girl. Hey, can you show me your feet or something? It doesn't happen in the other way. Like, for example, I know that many vTuber females, they get a lot of dick pics. I have some friends, they tell me they get at least twice a week. But
that's wild.
Males, you have?
I have not, and I want to keep it that way.
But you're say-so streamers.
That's true, but that doesn't always mean that my chat is say so.
But guys don't usually get boob pics, for example. It just shows you how that's the old saying: girls are smart and guys are dumb. And as a guy, I support that. Guys are dumb.
Sir, excuse you.
We are dumb. Come on, please. We are dumb. We're animalistic. We're dumb. We're
very intelligente. Okay.
Well, we're still, compared to women, we're still dumb. Although, if it comes to cars or video games, yeah, we know everything. When it comes to emotional, to tact, to studying, I'd say. To be more rational.
I think I'd have to disagree with that one, because I feel like there's some areas where society portrays it that men do exceed much better than women do. But that's how society portrays it. Is it actually factual? Is it actually true? We can only know from experience.
We can also know from facts. There's one big statistic that roughly 90% of the crimes in the world are done by men.
Yeah, I could see how that.
And you know what? It might be unfair. It's really hard to describe intelligence, but I really connect intelligence with crime. I don't think an intelligent person will resort to violence or crime. And that's one reason I really generalize and say men are dumb. Of course, I don't mean men are dumb. There's a lot of smart men, professors and doctors and so on out there, obviously. And my grades, thankfully, are very, very high. But in general, I feel like females, like girls, are much more smarter in a wide array of things. I would rather be stuck in an elevator with a girl than with a guy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I
have to disagree. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one, Mimic. The only reason is because if I were to be stuck in an elevator with either a male or a female, I would opt for the male. The reason for that is because I feel like most women would become very emotional. And they wouldn't be able to think of what to do next.
I see.
Whereas the first thing a guy would try to do, I'm sorry for all guys, they would try to pull open the elevator doors.
Yeah.
That is at least an attempt.
That was a really bad example. I stand corrected.
Because I feel like most girls would either go into an emotional meltdown because they don't know what to do. Because they're most likely not going to be strong enough to, one, pull themselves up to the top of the elevator, or not tall enough, or they can't pull open the elevator doors. Whereas a guy, first instant is, let me see if I can open these elevator doors.
So every time I say that guys are dumb, I stand corrected by someone. And I'm really trying to figure out what I'm trying to say here. Because we've been talking about streaming and about viewer and Parasite and so on. And I feel like girls have better etiquette in Twitch and streaming, on interacting with people, and guys can be a bit more idiotic, barbaric,
I was thinking barbaric.
Yeah, girls have morals.
I feel like it's
we just throw them away.
Yeah.
Both of you at the same time. Okay,
I
Nick's
feel like
first.
when it comes to girls and people who are in chat, I think it's more of like we want to be able to welcome everyone in and have everyone be comfortable with being in the stream. And correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like with guys, it's more of like, hey, welcome in, come watch me play this game, and if you feel like staying, you can stay. If not, that's fine.
Mhm.
Whereas a lot of girls will want to welcome everyone in, regardless if they're going to stay or not.
Mm.
Right.
Peony says something really interesting. Would being violent also considered an emotional? Yes, very emotional. But it depends on if your emotions are translated into something productive or something destructive. Now, it's generalizing.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of girls go to the drama, shout out the person name, call out, witch hunting on stream. On stream and on Twitter. That's also very destructive.
Mm-hmm.
In general, though, I feel like girls are more prone to be productive and guys more prone to be destructive. Could be wrong. I feel like it aligns with the crime statistics. Take a person
Yeah.
who couldn't control their emotions resorts to violence. Yes, and unfortunately men tend to do that more.
It'd be
Mm-hmm.
like that sometimes, man.
What is it?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Hmm. I think as people get older, they kind of calm down a bit, though. I've certainly calmed down.
I also think it really depends on the situation as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's like any factors that could change certain emotions. Because like it's gonna be different if you're alone. It's gonna be different if you're with one other person. It's gonna be different if you're with 3 other people. It's all gonna be different. Like if let's go back to the elevator. If it's a guy in the elevator alone, the first thing he's gonna start doing is start banging on the walls, opening the door, regardless. And if he's with another person, he's probably still gonna do the same thing. Whereas if it's a woman, I feel like the first thing she would do maybe press a bunch of buttons, start banging on the walls, and then start thinking of what are some other ways that I could probably try to get out.
But let's go back to the Parasite topic with the same question. If you take the list of parasites you have, or the parasite you have seen,
Yeah.
how many of them are women? Because in my place, every single parasite I can imagine is a man.
They're all men.
Only men. I cannot imagine a girl doing that. I cannot imagine a girl who's been banned on my channel. First of all, I cannot imagine a girl saying something that will make her be banned on my channel. Not because she's a girl, but because girls just in general, I don't see girls do that kind of stuff. On my stream at least. I see them do it on Twitter, but that's out of my area. A girl gets banned on my channel.
Okay.
She's not gonna open alt accounts and chase after me and bother and harass my mods and my collab partners. She just won't do it. Unless she, I mean, generalizing again. Obviously, she can do it, and I'm sure there are cases, but I didn't see any such case. On the other hand, when you talk about guys, alt accounts chasing after someone, screenshotting their conversations, causing drama, going to their friends, trying to convince them at all costs to go back and unban you. Only guys, and I have a very big list.
It's because guys don't know any boundaries, apparently. So
I think that actually has you have a really good point, Vicky, is like, I'm sorry to all the guys. A lot of guys don't understand that there are boundaries. Whereas the girls, we see that someone doesn't want to talk to us. Our first reaction was most likely going to be like, oh, they don't want to talk to us. That's fine. I'll go talk to someone else. I'll go bother someone else.
Aaron Yuki bringing up situation with girls. Yes, I can also think of a few, 2-3 girls who did it, but it's different. It's completely different. It's in a different. I don't know. It's like I cannot imagine. Okay, Aaron, I know who you're talking about, right? But I cannot imagine that kind of person opening alt accounts and starting to go to my stream after I ban them. On the other hand, I have some guys, and Arrow, you probably also know who I'm talking about, who I can see them doing that. The guys are both don't have the same borderlines and also are a bit more radical, which can bring to this parasite kind of situation.
Right.
Yeah. Can confirm my girl will also talk to someone else if I can't talk with her or have some reason not to. Yeah, I think it also has to do with the fact of like sometimes guys are just so set on talking with the same person because they have that attachment, they have that connection that they don't want to lose. Whereas girls will kind of just accept it and move on.
It depends on the person.
Yeah, it definitely depends on the person because I know the few people that like I had banned, some of them accepted it as it was. Some of them went above and beyond and decided to be even more creepier.
Yeah.
Ooh. And that's when they started making those alt accounts. They started finding other social media that they could talk to me on. And I think it's really all situational because that there just shows you that there's some people who will accept it and move on. And there's some people who can't move on.
They'll make it a project to...
Man. So sometimes I'm glad to be a dude sometimes.
Yeah.
I have to deal with all those creepy stalkers, man. That's crazy.
It's our job to set a good example for our gender, you know?
So there's some good people out there.
Like,
not everyone is creepy.
You know? I'm fine with you stalking me.
Yeah. Also, girls who stalk me, I kind of find it hot. So please
Can I stalk you too?
Yeah. Please
you guys heard it here now.
All right.
Guys who stalk me, not into it. You know? I also want to say something that we will go back to it, and now because of my thesis, actually, I have receipts, I have proof from academic articles. Many of the people who I've seen as parasites or like people with issues who take the issues out on the streamer or try to break everything possible to bother the streamer, harass them, or take revenge or bring drama. Many of those people, in my case, are either vTubers or members of the LGBTQ community, which is unfair because I don't see any relations, but it's just a fact. People who deal with all kind of mental illnesses. And maybe, I'm saying that very carefully, maybe it's because Twitter is just a great place for people with those kind of issues or people from those kind of groups. It's completely fair, right? I'm dealing with depression my whole life. I'm on Twitter. It could be the same, right? I do feel like it's the same cause, basically. The same reason that will make you be a parasite and harass a streamer might be the same reason that make you be a vTuber. It's that non-stop seek for attention.
Right.
Pretty much resume the description of mostly vTubers because I'm trying to be so careful to not generalize anyone.
Yeah.
Mentally disordered, LGBT, lewd.
I
want to talk about this. I think we never talked about this subject, maybe a bit in the first show. That there are some people, no, I don't think we mentioned it. There are some people I feel like using their mental illnesses or disabilities or group typings as an excuse to do bad things.
Right.
I think we briefly talked about it.
Yeah, I have a feeling like we avoided it because it's an uncomfortable subject.
I think I mentioned, I had like made a comment saying like, we should be careful because this is a touchy subject.
It is. I really want to say that. Listen, I have been dealing with depression my whole life. Never, ever have I used that as an excuse for not streaming, for being angry at someone, for being offended by someone. Never, ever. I can't. I say it's not me, it's a part of me. It's something that happened to me. At the same time, I can see some people with, let's say, ADHD who will write in their Twitter bio ADHD. I'm depressed. I'm depressed as fuck. Don't write it in your Twitter bio. This is not who you are. This is something that happens to you. It's like, if I have a cold, I'm not gonna write in my bio, I have a cold. If I, let's say I have a back surgery. I won't write in my bio, I have a back surgery. It doesn't matter. It's not an excuse to be an asshole. And if someone is an asshole, I don't think it's fair for them to use mental illnesses, whichever it may be, as an excuse.
That's an excuse, yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot more people are doing that now, because you mentioned in the bio, but here I'm thinking Twitch hat, like in the tags, you can put in ADHD, ADD.
Depression, autism, OCD, LGBTQ. You can put that in tags and you will find more people like that.
And that just kind of shows you that, like, things are going to a point where everyone is accommodating for it because we're starting to normalize it.
Now, what if someone is not depressed? What if someone is not dealing with ADHD?
Right.
They start using that as an excuse. No, I'm sorry I was an asshole. I just deal with a lot of depression and it was a really hard day for me.
Using it for attention, isn't it?
Yeah.
Using it for attention, using it to
get pity points.
Yeah. See, that's where things kind of go downhill. Is because then some people will see it as you're calling out other people, other streamers who do suffer from these things. And some people will see it as you're making fun of them.
Yeah, that is true.
No, I don't know I don't know how it is to deal with. I mean, I take my depression for granted. I'm doing psychotherapy, I take medicine, I deal with it. Obviously every person deals with it in a different way. But because I can deal with it and I don't use that as an excuse, it's like I expect other people to do that as well. Which is unfair.
I used to have depression and anxiety, and both of those mixed together is just the worst.
Yeah.
And I was put on medicine for a long time, but I noticed, and a lot of people noticed, that it turned me into a zombie, if that makes sense. Just going through the days, going through emotions, empty.
It really depends.
It
depends on the medicine.
So, yeah. I just stopped taking it and then just focused on working out a lot. Just get out, I guess, all the stress. So that's how I dealt with
Be busy.
Yeah, just
keeping yourself busy.
See, Error's hot take. A lot of people are considering mental disorders as a cool thing and they want it. Most of the time they pick ADHD, they have no diagnosis or anything. There is such a thing as legit self-diagnosis, but still should be followed up with a professional. A lot of people with no diagnosis, anything, protect themselves by saying I have X and move on. That's completely correct. If it's like everyone wants this tag, hey, I deal with autism. Well, what about people who really have autism?
And that kind of goes into like, yes, you might be doing this for the attention, but then at the same time, you have to think about the people who really are suffering with this, like who are actually living with these problems.
The type of medicine can be like that. A lot of mental illnesses medicine can be, Side note, I live in Israel. We have one of the best healthcare in the world. And every day I learn about more people who take weird medicine and become zombies. I'm so thankful. I take prescripted Lexapro, citalopram, and it's amazing. Actually, no side effect, and it's really amazing for me. I take that because I know of some family members who also took it, and it had good effect on them. Unfortunately, some people don't have that luxury.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it also that also depends on like the healthcare of your country too.
And the money,
Mhm.
the cost, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That upsets me because my kid has autism and it isn't a flex. Really is. It's really hard some days. I've streamed
Yeah.
with people. I think I can say that without calling out anyone because I streamed with more than 250 people in the last half a year. I streamed with people who have autism tagged in their bio. I have streamed with people who told me before the stream, "Hey, I have autism, so I might not understand something like it is," and so on. And no, you don't. no, you don't. I grew up in class with someone who has serious autism. They wanted an autist child in every class and get everyone to help them and get used to accepting those kind of people in society. They're part of our society.
Mm-hmm.
He was in my kindergarten. I grew up with him my whole life. And he's a great person. He's a really, really sweet person. But he's dealing with serious autism. And when I see someone who's completely normal, but to be honest, they're a bit of an asshole.
Mm.
And they tag themselves as dealing with autism, that really infuriates me. And then anything bad that happens to them, let's say they're dealing with drama, they can draw out the autism card and say, I deal with autism, I didn't know what I'm saying.
Mm.
You could also just say, I'm sorry, I acted like an asshole, I'll do better next time. You don't need to pull out the mental illness card.
Right.
Which I feel like a lot of people are doing nowadays.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Is
That's for the excuse.
But then that prevents people who really do have those conditions from being able to get the help they need, because now it's being normalized that, oh, I can do this because I have this condition.
Also,
and then no one's...
anyone out there, seriously, that's a call out. Anyone out there who has mental illnesses and you dare not go to therapy, you do not have the right to complain. Go and take fucking therapy. If you think you have autism or depression or ADHD or OCD, get up, call a hotline. You do not have the luxury to use that as an excuse if you're not willing to do the minimum, which is taking care of that. As someone who does psychotherapy for the past 6 years, it infuriates me that some people say, oh, I deal with depression, or oh, I deal with autism, and they don't do anything. And did you go talk with someone? No, I don't think I need to. Then you don't have people who actually deal with depression. That's an actual life endangering thing. People who actually deal with autism, that's actually serious.
Yeah, and that's something that people don't really think about.
It's a trend. It's fashion. Oh, look, what kind of mental illness do I have today?
And as bad as it sounds, that's kind of how it is. What excuse can I give for my bad behavior today?
Yeah.
And it's sad, because there's people who are really suffering and they're unable to get the help that they need and want, because there's other people using that to their advantage to get things that they want.
And not to brush anyone off, you might actually be suffering from depression, you might actually be suffering from autism. It's never, don't brush anyone off. If you feel bad, call a hotline. There's free hotlines who actually help. They seriously help for free. Write depression in Google. You will get hotlines that help. You cannot decide not to take care of, it's like COVID. You cannot decide not to test yourself and go to a party. It just doesn't work like that. It makes you an asshole.
Yeah.
If you're not taking care of that, then don't use that as an excuse. Now, if you deal with stuff like Yukir, that you have a waiting list of 2 years, or your country cannot provide healthcare or something, that's a different situation. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do, right? But I'm talking about people that chose not to go to and deal with that kind of stuff. Because they think...
Yeah, because there's definitely a difference.
Yeah, it's double standard, you know? It's not as bad when they don't need that as an excuse. But when they need it as an excuse, it's the worst thing. It made them do bad stuff. I don't think there's a single drama post that I read, and I love reading drama posts. A single tweet longer that doesn't include somewhere in the middle, I deal with depression, I deal with OCD, I deal with ADHD, I deal with autism, I've been sexually harassed, raped, my family hates me. Okay. Deal with it. Doesn't excuse you for being an asshole.
And okay, that goes into like what we wanted to talk about, is like people using it as an excuse. I'm gonna swear to be an asshole.
Yeah.
I must swear.
Or to be a parasite in a way. They think, you know what, that person that streams, they really help me. They make me feel better. But then they blocked me. So I'm gonna chase after them to the end of the world. I'm gonna open alt accounts. I'm gonna bother and harass everyone they know.
Yeah. Try to make them miserable. If
they ask why, it's because I deal with depression. So I'm allowed. It's okay. But you know what? Streamers are not your babysitter. We are not here to wipe anyone's butt.
We're here to entertain, not hear you complain.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Ooh.
And people forget about that. They think that they can come and complain to you because you're an entertainer and you're going to give them the entertainment they want.
And I want to bring this back to us. It's because we allow that. We allow that. The moment we answer to people who feel bad on stream, or parasites who go, hey, how are you doing? Can I talk about my day? The moment we answer and listen, that's the moment we give them the green light to do it more.
Yeah, the second that you give them that attention.
Why do people feel the need to be mean anyway? So many reasons.
Attention.
Yeah, unfortunate. There's a vTuber I talked to recently, and they were really depressed lately. And I asked why. And they said that's because so many people come to their DMs and ask to vent, and they feel like they have to listen to everyone. So they are filled with that.
I do feel like, yeah.
Now, luckily, the last people who went to me and asked for help were people that I really genuinely care about. When someone says, hi, can I talk to you or something? I have some, Hatsune Miku, welcome. It's the real one. I'm a huge fan. How are you? We're doing amazing. Welcome. I became a bit emotional, sorry. But it was a touchy subject.
I'll let you speak your piece.
Yeah. Don't remember.
Train of thought lost.
Everything lost. So if you have those kind of parasites, let's say someone asks a parasite in a DM, ask me, hey, can we talk about something? I had a really bad day. Can I talk to you? And it's someone that I saw like once in my stream. They joined today. I don't know who that is. I probably would say something like, I'm not qualified.
Right. That's a good response.
I don't want to give you bad advice. Yeah.
I don't know you enough to give any kind of advice that would benefit you.
And sometimes you can just go and say, sorry, I'm really busy, and actually be busy doing something. The unfortunate thing is that they will go and bother someone else. Sometimes you will see them. That goes back to the thing of sometimes you will send those parasites to other people.
Right.
So then I have a question for both of you. Is if you send those parasites to other people and that streamer comes back to you and says, you this viewer in my channel is being a parasite and they're coming from you.
Mm-hmm.
What is your response to that?
Man, I've been in both situations actually. Do you wanna respond first, Biggie?
Me, my bad, dog. Didn't mean it. Just ban them. That's what I would say, because not my intention. That's my short answer, because, you know, if you don't
Yeah.
like them, ban them. If they start making alt accounts, then damn, there's nothing really you can do at that point.
Yeah, when they start making alt accounts, there's not much you can do other than continue to ban.
Yeah. What about you?
That's so horrible. There were two really bad parasites that came from other communities, vTuber communities. And both of those streamers told me the first time they saw that user in my stream. And I had a conversation with the user, hey, how you doing? How's your day? And so on. They went to me in a DM later and told me, hey, that person is a real parasite. They have some issues. Be careful with them. Luckily, those users went to parasite someone else over time. But that leads me to another question I want to bring back to you like a boomerang, because I had some parasite come from my community to other people's communities. Do you warn the streamer? Do you tell the streamer, hey, that person is a parasite, be careful?
I mean, if you know that they're a parasite, yeah, I would assume so, right? I mean, you have to.
Interestingly enough, I've been in this situation. I've had both people tell me to just be, they would message me before the stream, or if I'm doing a collab, or if they've seen like that person like in my chat for like for the first time, or like this is maybe like the second and third time. They would either like message me after stream or like tell me after the collab saying like, hey, be careful of this person because of X, Y, and Z. They aren't an issue at the moment, but they have done X, Y, and Z in my stream and other people's streams. So this is just like a little I wouldn't say warning, but like a heads up. This is a heads up of just like, if you're not comfortable with it, it's completely fine, but this is something that maybe you should watch out for. And then I've had other people who they knew about it. They didn't say anything until I went back and I asked them like, hey, does this person act like this in your stream? And they would be like, yeah, sometimes, but it's nothing too serious. And I'm thinking like, this is interesting because it's kind of an issue in my stream. It might not be an issue for you, but it definitely can become a bigger issue if I let this run any longer.
It's like they don't know that for you it's too much.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even know how to warn you or if to warn you.
Right.
Yeah.
Because when I got the warning from those two streamers, I thought, what the hell is this? This person came from your community. Why do you not ban that person if they're so problematic?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's very interesting.
Maybe they act a certain way with you and different with other people. I don't know.
Yeah. And it could be like easily like going from like, if you're going from a male streamer to a female streamer, or vice versa, female streamer to a male streamer, you feel as if what you're saying and doing is appropriate because it's now directed towards a different gender.
With boobs.
Exactly.
With boobs.
The boobs.
I got boobs too.
Will you show them on Twitter if you get super chats, if you get subs?
Listen, I'm just saying, you can stalk me. Anybody out there, y'all can stalk me. Right? I don't care.
Well, I'm saying that some YouTubers will actually show their boobs on Twitter if they get subs and such.
I have a 5'1.5" Latina girlfriend who would defend me with her life, so I'm fine.
Let's go. How tall?
5'1".
Oh, 5'1".
Yeah.
That is at 6'1". 5'1".
No, imagine. Oh my god.
5'1". It is taller than Nick's, but
Hey, hey.
Honestly, very tall compared to Nick's.
I am very curious. One of these days, I need to do like a Twitter poll and just see how tall everyone thinks I am. I'm very curious because I feel like I've had people say that I am 2 feet. I've had people say that I'm 4'11". I've had people say that I'm a couple inches tall.
Everyone, what's your height? Say it in chat right now.
Oh, should I say mine? Listen, y'all gonna be jealous of my height.
Let's see who's the shortest. They get a punishment.
Oh, that was my guess for Nyx.
I'm a short king. All right, you leave me alone.
How are we with timing, Nix?
Mm,
We
About
have
yeah.
a few more minutes.
Okay. So I have one more question I want to ask regarding that. Let's say that someone was involved in a drama.
Mhm.
Let's like, I don't know, grooming or something like that, or sexual harassment.
Mm.
And you see that
Mm.
someone collab with someone. Let's say I see Nix collab with that person. And Nix is a relatively new streamer. She doesn't know. Should I tell her?
Ooh, I've had that. I've had that actually.
No shot.
I've only been here for 3 months, but I've experienced enough.
No shot.
Also, it's more like 5 months now. You need to start counting.
Mhm.
Can I don't know how to count. We know that.
I was gonna say 3 months for like the next year.
No, it's I just hit my 3-month anniversary.
Which is actually
As
5 months.
affiliate or
As of no, both starting to stream and affiliate.
We'll
Okay.
talk about this later.
Yeah.
What happened to you?
Yeah. Elaborate, please.
So I had someone reach out to me for a collab. And this, interestingly enough, this collab happened in the chat of another streamer. And so they had asked if I wanted to do a collab, asked for my means of communication. And the streamer had seen that. And at the end of the stream, they ended up DMing me afterwards and saying, hey, I know you might be doing a collab with this person. And then they said like, I would just be careful because of X, Y, and Z.
How does that make you feel?
It definitely, and like the reasonings that they gave me made sense. And so I took their word for it. And some of the people I didn't ever do a collab with. Some of the people I did do a collab with, and I could definitely see why I was warned. And so I think if another streamer is telling you to be wary of another person, another viewer, or just anyone in general, I'd say they're most likely telling you because they've had some experience and they want to watch out for you.
Right.
What if you didn't have experience with that person, but you heard rumors about them? So
I've also had that.
There's this person that had bad rumors about them. They were involved in some really bad drama. And then there's another VTuber who's a recent VTuber. They're pretty new. And they didn't know that. And they followed that person. And they had a collab together. And I saw that. And I didn't know. Do I tell them? Do I not tell them? Because it feels so pushing your nose where you're not supposed to. You know? So I told them at the end. I told them just, there's rumors, be careful. And they said, I know of the rumors. I talked with the person and heard their side. From my experience, and stalking a bit of that person's Twitter, the rumors were true.
Mm.
But maybe they explained the situation, and the person they explained it to, I don't know, believe them, trust them. But you can't really help someone who doesn't want help. So you stay frustrated.
No,
Yeah.
you can't. You can't.
And I
You
ask
can,
myself,
you can try to reach out, but
yeah, maybe
it's up to them.
they think of me as I don't know, a hypocrite. I never had experience with that person. I don't understand them. Who am I to complain? Like, you never talk to that person, and so on. It makes you feel like, why do you even bother to worry about them? They're an adult. They can deal with
Mhm.
themselves.
Right. Right.
There's another case I remember happened a long time ago. Someone that I collabed with, who is a minor, and I only discovered later they're a minor. I'm not
Oh.
I'm not a minor hunter, right? I'm not going to go on Twitter and say that person is a minor, block them, and so on. It's not my job.
Mhm.
Okay.
But someone that I know started flirting with them on Twitter,
Oh no.
Oh, that's not.
and
But did they know? Is
no,
the
they
question.
didn't know because that person doesn't say that they're a minor. So I went to their DMs and like, hey, just so you know that that person is a minor.
Mm,
And then they're like, thank you so much for telling me. And they instantly blocked
Oh.
that person and deleted all conversations with him.
that could have been so bad.
Yeah. Because then, like, at the end of the day, like, they're going to come to you and they're going to ask, why didn't you tell me?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
But again, there's another situation. There's another situation of someone coming to my DMs and forcefully fighting against me over a girl. Let's say.
Oh.
So let's say I collab with Nix, and then Biggie comes to me after the stream and DMs me, hey, by the way, you should know that she's my girl, and I will fuck you up because she's mine, and so on. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah, I'm violent.
take her, dude. I don't care. And he's like, no, you will fight me, and so on. So it was really messed up, right? A bit later, apparently that person was a minor as well and was very problematic.
Oh,
And was
Wait,
harassing her and bothering her on DMs. I
Oh my
didn't
God.
know that. I kind of feel bad that I didn't warn her, although I couldn't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The scenario of you and me fighting over Knicks, preposterous. I'm fighting over you.
You hear that, Nix? Use all of your
I do
mushroom
hear that.
powers.
Mhm. Nah, Knicks
That's
don't
okay.
want these hands.
I'll throw a baby shoe.
Yeah. So Nick's baby shoe confirmed. Small feet. Small feet.
Let's go. Either
Dang it.
or she has babies in her house.
You know, true.
Mimic, I'll show you. I'll send you the photo later.
What?
It was
No.
hilarious.
I don't settle for existing photo. Not a new specifically taken for me photo.
Okay. Bet.
Fair.
Bet is such a weird word. When I was a kid, there was no the word bet wasn't used as a okay thing. Now
Honestly,
bet is
it took
equivalent.
me a minute. It took me a minute to get used to saying the word bet. Too,
I still can't get used.
You
People
say it so
bet.
often, though.
Yeah, but because I'm used to it now. You know?
Bet.
Like,
Bet is to everyone who don't know. Bet is now the equivalent of okay.
mhm.
It's so weird.
Like I've been here
It
for
is
about 3
interesting.
decades, bro. 3 decades I've been on this planet.
Oh my god, you're old as fuck.
I know.
Holy
I know.
shit. Oh my
I know.
god, you're so old.
Yeah.
But still
Yeah.
younger than me. Let's go.
Are you sure?
I was
Yeah.
waiting for that. I was waiting.
Oh man.
I'm gonna
Are you
be
really?
37 in a
Yeah.
month.
Damn. You sound this good. Shit.
Yeah. Also look like a kid if I shave.
Honestly, same. Same. I don't know. I did a chin reveal with Nix and somebody else.
A
I don't
chin
know.
reveal.
Yeah.
How
So, I don't know.
many chins do you and Nix
had,
have
like,
together?
Together we probably have 2.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have 3
And
together,
2 of
but we
those,
don't know who is the double.
yeah. 2 of those are mine.
Wah. Wah. I shave, my family won't
What is-
recognize me if I shave. What is it?
What is everyone's takeaways from today?
Oh, takeaways. Pizza, burger, Subway.
Oh, okay. What is what it is?
So Biggie, we each choose like a
Yeah,
takeaway, some message that you
Okay.
learned for today, something that you want to remember. Then Nix will post it on your Twitter.
I'm at to think for a minute.
If there was one thing that you were to take away from this whole thing, what would it be?
Yeah, you too, chat. Help us. You too, Nix.
One thing to take away from this,
I have one thing that I thought about.
that Mimic thinks that we won't fight for him. First of all, because I will definitely fight for Mimic 100%. So better put some gloves on, Nix. I'm saying.
Okay, I have a takeaway. I'll write it in chat. If the fish stinks, it's rotten.
Oh
If
my
the fish
God.
stinks, it's rotten. I think to sum up, all the parasites and problematic users and problematic streamers and creeps and ban and so on. If the fish stinks, it's rotten. You don't have to give second chances or third chances. If you chase after someone and they avoid you, it's rotten. If someone chases you too much but no content to their conversations, it's rotten. Don't bother with it.
I think my takeaway from being serious now is from my last quote: "We're here to entertain, not hear you complain."
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
That's a good thing.
So that's my takeaway.
Unless if you're a good friend. If you're a friend, and a friend means that someone that I speak with a lot, someone that I collab with. Yeah, I'll just throw some people that you know what, if I collab with you more than once. If we collab more than once, you can complain to me as much as you want, I will listen. Less than that, I still don't. Less than that, I still don't know you enough.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
Like if you're having a bad day, just chill in here. Maybe something I say will make you feel better, and it'll kind of wash away all the bad stuff that was happening.
Follow
But
Biggie.
Don't complain.
Follow Biggie as chill streams. If you feel bad, just chill in his stream.
Yeah.
I'll make fun of you.
And follow Nix as well, if you have.
And follow Mimic as well.
If you want to.
Let me give you guys one more shout out because I finally figured out how to do this.
She learns.
I learned.
Woo!
I learned.
Learning.
And Nix, what's your take?
Just be honest.
Oh, that's so hard. That's like impossible for some people.
It's impossible for me to be
so
honest.
wait, Nix, be honest. That means that next time someone asks you for a collab and you don't want to collab with them, will you
I'm
say?
just gonna be honest with them. Like I don't want to do a collab with you. I don't know you well enough. But come back after we've gotten to know each other, and maybe I'll do a collab then.
I remember when I
You
was
guys heard it here.
when I was a new streamer, some people would say that to me. Come to my stream, talk in my chat, go to my Discord community. We learn to meet each other. I felt like it's so up there, in the head in the clouds. Like, oh, you want me to be your viewer? You want me to sub to you, to follow you, to just hang around with you off stream? I just want to collab with you. I don't want to be your follower. But now I think this is kind of a toxic way of thinking, that you can just go and collab with anyone, that you're entitled to collab with anyone you want, even if you don't know them. Which is a very entitled way of thinking.
Yeah, it is, and it's not good either.
It's very toxic, and those kind of people need to chill out and do some growing. Like I needed to do some growing.
I think everyone has.
You still need to do some growing, Mix.
Hey! We're getting knees. We're
Listen,
getting kidneys.
Biggie, some people are lost cause sometimes you grow enough, you cannot grow anymore. She's not an alligator who grows all of their life. I learned that yesterday in my chat. See, chat, I listened to you.
Wait, what did you learn?
Crocodiles grow their entire lifetime.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, but mushrooms not. Well, maybe they are. I don't know. Elves.
I mean,
Elves don't.
we can.
I don't know.
It's possible.
Drink lots of milk.
I can't drink milk.
I don't know. You lactose intolerant?
Not exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, you lack toes?
And are
I have
intolerant?
toes. I have toesies.
She lack toes.
It's
I
true.
have
She does have
toesies.
toes. I've seen them. I've seen them. They were small, but I've seen them.
Small.
I need to go back through our photos, and at what point did I show my toes?
It's there, bro. It's there.
Oh no!
What are
Oh,
you?
no.
What are you doing after next stream, or what's your plan?
What is everyone doing after for the rest of the day?
Sleep.
When is
Yeah, you need sleep.
your next stream, Biggie?
That's a good question.
But yeah, that's a good question. I too am curious.
I don't know. Just whenever I feel like it, I guess.
When the wind,
Whenever I'm not busy.
when
yeah,
the
wherever the
wind
wind takes me.
calls him.
Yeah,
Mm.
no, it's whenever I'm not busy. I'm also dealing with some issues as well, so
Mm.
it's kind of hard to stream.
Yeah,
So
What about you,
it is
Nix?
what it is.
which is fair.
What about you? What's your next adventure?
So I have class and school in a little bit, and then tonight I'm coming back with a collab actually.
Ooh, what kind of collab?
I'm gonna be playing It Takes Two with Mr. Teaspoons.
Let's go. First time?
First time.
Yeah, let's go. I love It Takes Two. Such
It's a
an
good
amazing
game.
game. But here's a tip, like another takeaway for today. We talk a lot about communication and so on.
Mm-hmm.
It Takes Two is a flirty game.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's a very flirty game. It's a kind of a commitment. So, and if you play It Takes Two, chat will start to chip you with each other. So it's one of the games it's one of those games that you need to communicate properly with the streamer before, with the other person. Hey,
Mhm.
is the kind of thing that we're gonna do, and use the limits and so on.
Yeah. And so that's definitely gonna be something that I talked to them about tonight.
And say the stuff. I remember Izu, Koneko Izu, which I definitely want her on this show one day. She is dealing with a lot of guys who hit on her in a bad way, and she ends up blocking many of them. And she writes that on Twitter. She's not ashamed of that. And I remember one time, like a week ago, actually, I wrote to her on. She was complaining, "How do I stop this?" And I wrote to her on Twitter, "Just dude, here's a magic spell. When a guy says, hey, are you free for a collab? Just say, I'm right now in a voice chat with my boyfriend. Let me get back to you."
Oh, I remember this.
That way you filter the creeps.
Yeah, that's true.
If they want to collab with you because they want to collab with you, they will come back. If they want to collab with you because they're interested in something more, that filtered them.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a great topic for next week.
That is.
Let's see, what am I doing?
Mimic, what's your plans for the rest of the day? What's your adventure?
Well. In 3 hours, I'm gonna stream, and we're going to do something very special. Mind you, I'm gonna put the link in chat. It's called Eat or Spit. You can post. It's the mimic variation of one of my least favorite streaming game, Smash or Pass. We talked recently how Smash or Pass is disgusting, and I wanted to do the mimic variation, Eat or Spit, name coined by Uncle Anko. Where you're gonna post your PNG. Yeah, post your PNG, and I will tell you if I'm going to eat you or spit you, and then I will explain what I'm going to eat, what I'm not going to eat, and what taste do you taste like?
Bet.
A mushroom.
I have to wait for the stream and post the PNG, Nix, if you're not there, so I can tell you the answer.
Wait, where do you post your PNG?
There's a Twitter post. I posted it in chat.
Okay. Gotcha.
Just check it there. Also, I retweeted it today, and I'm gonna retweet it later. Eat or spit? Yes, it's happening in 3 hours. And
3 hours.
and I have a special surprise. It's a really stupid surprise. A really stupid surprise. So recently I got a love letter.
Oh.
And that was so adorable that I asked that person if I can read it on stream. And they said yes.
Oh, I'm gonna be there. Is it mine?
I need to be there for that.
So I'm going. It's I'm slowly rebranding as an incubus. So that's part of me, getting energy from love letters. You have a lot of love letters. Send it to me. And
Noted. Any love letters I get, I send a mimic.
yeah. No, my letters for me, not for you. But I will. I want to do it, and you want a sneak peek? Love letter, Nani. You want a sneak peek of the love letter?
I want a sneak peek.
I'll give you
I want a sneak peek.
Let's go. Let's go.
I have a folder called trash where I put all the things that I don't know where to put.
I'm gonna choose most of them.
I love that. Literally everything. I would trash it. It would go trash into the trash.
Actually, the trash folder is really dangerous because there's some stuff like artwork I got from people that I had a big argument with, and I can't see that art anymore. It makes me throw up. So every time I go to the trash folder, I just sit in front of my face. I'm like, no. Yeah, the trash folder. What is it?
That makes me think about that time that you deleted, what was it, all 100 body pillows?
Oh, the 200 body pillows, yeah. 200.
Yeah, just trash.
They're not there, though. It's not that folder. No, it's just inside the streaming folder, there's a trash folder. It's not trash. It should be like, etc. Like random stuff. Just put there all kind of things. So this is the love letter I got. So I'm gonna read half of it.
Okay.
Maybe I love you so much that it hurts. Oh my god, it's so weird to read it. Maybe that's why I wanted to not talk to you for a bit, just so you can't think. I can't even read it properly. Just so I
was gonna read it on stream later.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it properly. I asked her, "You want to do it? Read with me, voice acting?" And she was like, "But it's only my lines. There's no lines for you." Exactly. Maybe that's why okay. Maybe I love you so much that it hurts. Maybe that's why I wanted to not talk to you for a bit. Just so I can't think if I really want us to be something, even if just for a short while. The chances of us actually staying together in the end is close to none. But I feel like if I don't take the chance to be with you and try us out, I think I'm gonna regret it for the rest of my life. I'm typing this while very sleepy. I might accidentally forget to delete some of it. You might wake up all of a sudden and see all of this. Side note, I woke up seeing 61 new messages. And I went in, all of it deleted. And I was like, send it to me, I gotta see. And she was like, no, it's so cringe and corny. I won't be able to sleep. But she sent me everything after all.
That's crazy.
That's so adorable.
That is.
I wonder how will you react? Will you still think that this is adorable? Side note, yes. Will you still think maybe this girl is getting desperate for me? Side note, no. I don't think you're desperate. I think that's adorable and fun. Was that from Valdis? I won't say from who.
Was it?
I will say that Valdis is not the type to send that. I don't want to say yes or no to guesses, but it's not someone you would think of. It's not someone that I stream with regularly or something like that. So in the end, who knows? It's more of a viewer than a collaborator. In the end, who knows? Because I'm gonna delete all of this a bit later. This rant is getting long and I'm both sad and glad that you can't see this. I swear, if I see that thing turn idle, I'm gonna freak. She means about my activity. What else is there? I'm gonna skip some lines. I wonder. There's some love confessions about praises and so on. I wonder if that's true. I do believe that you love me, but in what way? Love me like a little sister? As just someone you have a fling for? As a friend? As a romantic or a significant other? I wonder what kind. Because in my heart, I see you as someone I can be with forever. But I know in my head that it can't really be. which is both funny and sad to think about. Funny because I was stupid enough to fall for you. Sad that I'm still thinking that there might be a chance to work out. I just realized that you can probably just turn your Discord offline manually so you can just read this. It's kind of crazy how she goes in and out. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna read you parts of the rest here now because I think it's more suited to read this on this show. It just shows how careful you need to be. In that case, we talk about this all the time. It's kind of a half joke, and she gave me permission to read this, so she knows what she's doing. But you can get that seriously from someone.
100%.
Yeah, you can get. I've seen things much more creepy that girls streamers get.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Small chance you actually read this. I have a lot to delete. Oh my god. Maybe I'm just doing this childish thing to get her attention. Lemao, smiley face. Which is very stupid, I know, but I can't help it. I've become very weak because of you. Do I hate it? Kind of. I'm pretty sure you had no idea about this, but I've cried, I think, 3 times because of us. I just cried again this morning. I wanted to talk to you. I really, really do. But the jealousy is kind of overpowering me. And I know we're not official and stuff. I just wanted to stay away from you. I wanted to stay away from you. Keep my mind off of you. I tried being busy, but dang it. I still think of you all the time, which is frustrating me. I'm gonna freaking bonk myself if that'll help me forget about you even for a bit. Let's see if there's more interesting stuff. I'm gonna stop before I jinx myself. I'll rant again here when you're asleep. That's the general gist of it. There's like 3 more pages.
3 more pages?
Yeah. If you'll decide to reject me, that will be fine too. Maybe it will set my heart free and potentially let me see other dudes that are maybe more suited for me. Maybe Arrow. Who knows? Maybe I'll just stay single for the rest of my life. Fucking hell. I've never felt this way for something. This is the first time I've been like this now. I don't know what to do with it. This is frustrating. The being single forever sounds like an enticing offer now. How can you be so freaking perfect? I hate this. Can't help but just want to kiss you, snuggle with you, bite you or something. Ah! Last message before I sleep. Mimic, every day, for some freaking reason, my love for you grows. It's becoming too much that it's laughable. Whatever happens to us, whether we become something much more, become friends at the end, or maybe we'll part ways, just know that you made me the happiest girl. I don't regret these weird relationships. I want you all to myself so badly. It's probably unhealthy to think this way, but I want to be selfish and I just keep you for me only. I love you to the moon and back. I love you that it hurts and I have to cry about it sometimes. I don't love you as your VTuber model Mimic. Maybe at first that was the case, but the more I get to talk, the more I love you. I know I've said this before, but I really angry your future partner. Kind of wish it was me, but who knows? You're lucky to have a great person like you.
Wow.
Beautiful.
And she didn't want this. She didn't want me to read this. She didn't want anyone to hear this. She deleted it instantly after. She completely cringed. She wrote me, I hate you. It's smiley face. That was adorable. Everybody loved it. Look,
100%.
chat writes, Peony-chan, Anton. That's really adorable.
It is really cute.
And I read
cute.
that letter for 2 reasons. One, to show you that we started this episode today talking about how I can ask for feed pics from Nyx, and she will treat that as a light, funny, cute thing, as a joke. Someone else could say, hey, they have feed pics, and that would be creepy. If I didn't know that person who sent the letter, if I didn't talk with her before, that would be really weird. But because we talked before, because we know each other a bit, that's different. That's different. I can look at that as an adorable, cute thing. I told her I'm gonna keep this letter forever, and every time I have a bad day, I'm gonna go in and read that. But if you get that kind of letter from someone you don't know, that's a very bad sign.
Hmm. Yeah, no shot.
Or as Biggie said earlier, instant ban.
Instant ban, bro. Get out of here.
Maybe it's Anton. Maybe it's Nyx. People will guess forever. Maybe it's Biggie.
Who knows? It might be me.
You know what? Maybe I
Hey, what?
made it all up. Maybe I wrote it.
Hey, man, you know,
Am I that
That's
narcissistic?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe you'll know in the future.
We'll find out. Maybe we'll find out one day. Maybe.
Maybe.
Now we all know that Mimic wants feed pics.
Send me love letters, please. I will read them on stream. That's a
Love
new
letters
trend.
with the-
If you send me
with
love
feet pics?
letters, I will read them on stream. Can be anonymous, can be whatever, can be creepy. I will read everything. Oh, thank you.
Imagine that's your next. Imagine that's your next like big thing after the eat or spit is send me your love letters. I'll read them.
You know what? It's kind of cute. I'll write it down. Send me love letters. I'll read them in an incubus date voice.
Oh.
With a free ara ara to every love letter.
The fish stinks. It's fun.
So, the fish stinks, it's rotten. We're here to entertain, not to complain. Also, Nyx, I think that's not
think
how you
that's-
type where we're.
Also, we're here to entertain, not here.
No,
Obviously, it's. Wait, what am I writing?
And then number
We're
2,
here.
where instead of we're.
And then we're here to entertain, not hear you complain.
There we go.
Yay!
You still gotta fix it. I think. Or is it fixed? Oh, there's a delay.
Mhm. So,
Yeah, I think a tiny bit of a delay.
thank you
Thank
Chib.
you, Biggie, for
Thank you,
coming
Biggie.
on.
for joining us.
What? No,
Yeah.
no. Thank you
For
guys
being.
for
No,
inviting me.
Hmm.
I don't, Mimic. I don't know about you, but all of the people I asked if they'd be interested in joining, every single one of them had said, "Why do you want me? I'm boring."
100%. And did I prove
Every
you wrong?
Let's go,
Dreams!
Jizz! Woo!
God dang.
10
Oh my
subs!
gosh!
Nyx, that's 100 jumping jacks. Go!
Wait, I never.
You didn't sign up for this? That's crazy because last time I was like 10 squats per sub, so that's 100 squats right there, buddy.
100 squats, easy.
No. Actually, I take that back. Don't do it.
Easy. I can do 100 squats. Maybe not
No.
right now because I do have to go soon.
Yeah. But chat, remind Nyx that she owes you 100 squats for that for dream.
Mhm.
Yeah, gifted sub for Arrow in a nutshell
Nyx
as
does.
well.
Does to do squats. Wait, does Nyx have to do squats?
One. Oh, Nyx, next week. Are we on Friday?
I'm gonna have we're gonna have to talk about that
Mhm.
because there might be a tiny bit of like a time adjustment on my end.
Mhm.
Dreams!
Woo! 10 more subs. Let's go. That's
Oh my
200 squats for Nyx.
Oh my gosh.
Chat, remember that.
200?
Remember that next time. Nyx owes you 200 squats.
In one one day or one time.
Yeah, one stream. You can take breaks every 50.
Mm,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
How many can she handle? My wallet? No.
Listen, when I
She
said
might-
that on stream,
Yeah.
so they gave me 120 subs. Ended up doing 1200 jumping jacks. So
God,
I don't know how many. I would probably like switch workouts. I can do 200 in one day, but like that's throughout the whole day.
yeah, add some push-ups and burpees, stuff like that.
I hate burpees. No, not the burpees.
Yeah.
Burpees are rough.
Do what's it
Burpees are
called? Planks.
rough.
Planks. I hate planks as well.
Oh, I like plank.
Oh, yeah, do
I
plank.
prefer plank over burpees.
20 minutes.
Yeah, I prefer
20 minutes plank.
20 minutes. Oh, goodness.
20
My
minute plank.
core would be burning.
Plank
I would
stream.
choose 20-minute plank rather than burpees.
What? I would go burpees all the way.
No, listen.
How many
no.
burpees, though?
200.
I'm going 20-minute plank.
20 minutes
20
plank.
minutes.
Are you crazy? Okay, 20 minutes
I'd go
plank
20-minute
stream.
plank.
Put the phone underneath you. 20 minutes plank.
That's easy. That's light work, bro.
And we'll see you the whole stream. And if you fall down, that's punishment.
Oh my goodness.
Put
Burpees.
a cake below you. So if you fall, you smash your face in the cake.
Gosh.
That's stream. That's
Oh,
content.
goodness.
You see? A bowl of paint below you. Or you know what? A bowl of fish guts below you. And plank above them for 1 hour. If you drop, splash into the fish.
That is that. Ooh, I'm just imagining that and the smell. And then you selfie your face covered in cake. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you.
Nyx, time to raid. Who are you gonna raid?
We are gonna raid Lady Dies a Lot.
Let's go.
Let's go.
She is playing the Darkest Dungeon.
Ooh. So she's gonna die a lot.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. So we will see you guys next week with a guest, one of Mimic's guests.
Yeah. And we'll
the
keep you
exact date
updated
and time will
on
be
our.
posted.
Yes, we'll post it on our Twitters in the schedule.
Yes.
It's gonna be on my channel. And we'll talk to you later.
Bye, everybody.
Or did I write this right? I wrote it right. Look at that.
Oh,
I'm learning.
Usually you don't need to write.
I'm
You can
learning.
just do copy paste.
Yeah, copy pasta too.
Copy pasta.
Mhm.
Have a good one,
Next
everyone.
fit raid.
Next feet rate. Nix can write. I can write for the most part. Next feet rate. Copy that. Send it over. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.